me jump into the Discord server. Wow, there's a lot of why hello everybody. Why hello there and welcome to a stream. Okay. Yes, now it should be I reverted back to the normal stream thing. So, all right, let me just start from the beginning here. I was attempting to do restream for the first time. I was really trying to get that to work, and it just did not work. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what to do. But I ended up accidentally making like 3 different stream lobbies. I don't understand how restream works. I'll just be so for real with all of you. I tried to set it up in like 30 minutes before stream because I would like to stream on Twitch, like as well as YouTube. Like I would love to do multi-streaming. Let me shout out everybody that's here right now. So we have Olive Bites, Serverlos, Jackie, Biggest of Bugs, Christina, Contrissa, I think I said that right. Shelly, Nova. Hello, everybody. I think I got everybody. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so I was trying to do restream for the first time, and I had a heck of an issue doing that. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did right. I don't know what I think I know what happened. I set up a stream lobby, and I guess I was just confused about how it works. So like I think what I have to do is I have to set up the stream lobby in Restream. Like I can't set it up on my YouTube channel. I have to go to Restream and set up the stream lobby there, and then I can stream from that, because I think that's what happened. Because some of you were like in the other stream, right? Like some of you were in the like really short stream that was up for like just a few seconds before this. Let me see it. Let me see if it made another. Yeah, it made another stream. I think it made 3 individual streams on my channel that were like a minute long. All right. I fixed it. I deleted all the old ones that aren't working. Hello there, Sakwana. I think that's how you say that. Hello. I'm doing well. How are you? I want to talk about some life stuff. I also want to talk about politics. Let me shut this. So, I have some news in terms of my life. Some pretty big news, and it's kind of scary stuff. So I don't know how to talk about it. But I'm hoping it'll lead to a good thing. Like I'm hoping that it's bad for now, but eventually it'll be good. What I'm talking about is the fact that actually I think I did a stream recently where I talked about how I was going to try to make more content, and that I was leaving my one job and moving to a new job. I think I made my last stream about that, right? You're good, just sweaty because of the heat in your apartment being too high. Oh, that sounds like kind of a nice problem to have on a day like it is for me. It's like so cold here today. That actually sounds kind of nice. But what's really funny about that is that yesterday it was like 70 degrees here. Like where I live, it was like almost summer weather yesterday. It was so wild. And then it dropped like 40 degrees in one day. Last week was like weirdly good weather. This next week is gonna be really cold though. Same, yeah. I've got today my beverage is some loose leaf iced tea. I made some tea, and it's delicious. It's pretty fancy stuff. It's pretty fancy stuff, but I mean, like, you know, it's cheaper than like I can make a bunch of, like, it's cheaper than buying like a can of tea or like something from like a, you know what I mean, from a store. You had your window open all night, woke up freezing. Yeah, climate change hitting very hard. Where I live, like Ohio is kind of just like that though, especially in certain parts of Ohio. The weather fluctuates very quickly and very suddenly. Climate change is definitely happening. Like I've seen it happen over my lifetime, but like Ohio's just weird. Feel bummed that we didn't have a white Christmas. The week before Christmas was like white, but it like snowy and stuff. But like, yeah, Christmas was definitely like it was like warm. It was like 60, almost 60 degrees here on Christmas. It was kind of funny. I don't really. I'm not like so like happy holidays to everybody, of course. Like if you celebrate, I hope you had a good one. I hope it was a good holiday season for you. I don't really celebrate. I just don't really care. And yeah. I mean like I care about like spending time with family and stuff like that, but I just don't care about the actual holiday. And that's just how I feel about it. Last 2 days you were wicked late to work because of a snowstorm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that can be really frustrating when you're trying to like get to your job and stuff and like your landlord doesn't take care of the parking lot. Like you're having like you're like trying not to die getting out of your parking lot or whatever. Hey Fred. How's Freddy doing? His baby boy. Look at this baby boy. Yes, he is a baby boy. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Fred, there's no room on my lap for you, buddy. There's just no room. None. Anyway, yeah, I guess let's just talk about the life stuff and let's just get that out of the way. Gosh, I don't even know how to talk about this. So last time that I was streaming, I think I mentioned that I was leaving my food job for a different job. And that was the plan. Like I did not just quit my job for no reason. I got a job, like I interviewed for a job. I accepted an offer for a job, and then I put in my 2 weeks. And after my 2 weeks were over, like 2 or 3 days after my 2 weeks were over, it might have been honestly like right after my stream. It might have been like pretty soon after I streamed. Well, anyway, I got a call from the person who hired me, and they were like, "Hey, the business that I was going to start, that I was like very sure I was going to start, is not going to happen anymore. And so I hired you for a job that no longer exists." And I was like, well, that's super awesome because I already completed my 2 weeks. So I can't take that back and um, I can't do anything about that. Like it's done. It's a done deal. So I know I'm smiling, but that's just because that's how I'm processing stress. I quit my job for literally no reason. Like I quit my job for a job that no longer exists. So I basically just quit my job to just quit my job. It not really, but you know what I mean. Like that's how it feels. So I'm kind of in a really, really bad situation right now where I'm completely unemployed and I could try to get like um another job, another like I don't know, like retail or food job or whatever. But I'm kind of thinking at this point, maybe it would be a good idea for me to try to do full time here on YouTube again. And maybe it would be a good time for me to try to diversify like my revenue. I have a couple ideas. Um oh, sorry, I drank a protein shake right before this, so like it's like sitting in my stomach like a brick. Uh all right, so basically the thing is that oh, my monitor is like in the shot. That's cool. Um yeah, I quit my job for a job that no longer exists. So I'm like completely unemployed right now. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to do YouTube like basically full time, and on top of that, like YouTube but like content creation in general, you know, like I'm going to try to do Twitch and stuff as well. But like I'm going to be here full time. But also, I'm going to try to get my massage license back and do a little bit of massage therapy on the side. And I'm also going to try to, like, I applied to be a part of a performance group. And so I'm really hoping I get accepted, because if I can do massage and YouTube, and I can do like be a part of a performance group, like gigs and stuff, like I might be able to make enough money self-employed to like survive, like that might be able to work out. I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices. I'm going to have to like cut back on certain kinds of spending. Like I'm gonna have to be really careful with money. And oh, Olive, thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you for the $20. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of where I was going with this, is that like I may actually be depending on YouTube and Patreon and stuff like more than I would have been before. I have a hard time asking for money. I have a hard time asking for support, but I just want everyone to know. And I'm gonna probably have to talk about this more often, because it's gonna become really important. Like, I am going to need Patreon supporters, and I'm going to need people to like want to like help me pay my bills and help support me. If you can't give me money, that's totally fine. Just like consider that like, hey, if you share my channel with a friend, or if you like the video, if you're subscribed, if you're watching, like engaging with my content will help for sure. So I don't mean to say that you have to give me money, of course, of course. Like I don't want to guilt trip anyone. I just am probably going to be depending on this a lot moving forward, and that's going to be really scary for me, because I have a hard time depending on other people. I'm one of those people where like I prefer to be extremely independent, and oh gosh, it's rough. It's rough. Um I have a hard time thinking that I'm going to be dependent on like people being willing to donate money to me, basically. Um Brian says, I tried to start a rock metal band, and all I can say is getting 4 people together for practice is nearly impossible. Yeah, it is hard to get people together. So like the group that I'm applying for, um, they do have requirements for like, like you have to be able to make certain commitments to like be at certain things. Like it's like a real performance group. Like this is like they already do gigs. Like this is like something that already exists, and I'm applying to like be a part of it. And so that's what I'm going to be going for. Yeah. Thank you, Slicey Slicer. I appreciate that. Um Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you. It has been a while. I have been pretty well. Other than like honestly, other than like the job insecurity problem, it is things are going well for me. Like things are looking pretty good right now. I've had a lot of time to like I've been trying. I know it doesn't look like it, but like I cleaned my office pretty thoroughly. I cleaned my room. Like I was able to like put my life a little bit back together. Working in food service, I'm sure for those like that's what I was doing previously. For those of you who have done that before, I'm sure you're aware. It's grueling, it's terrible, it's really hard. It's not fun. It's really challenging, and it kind of leaves you drained. Like it kind of makes it hard to like keep up on life and like do the things that you need to do, like laundry and organizing laundry and stuff like that. Like stuff like that is really hard when you're working a job that's as stressful as a food service job. So it's been nice to have a little bit of time to put myself back together, but I do really want to like get back on the grindstone. So that's where I'm going with this conversation. I'm going to be streaming 3 or 4 days a week, every week, and I'm going to try to do videos as well. Like I'm going to do videos. I not try, like I'm gonna be putting out videos, but like I don't know how I'm going to do it. Like I I'm not sure. Like what I want to do is, how like some YouTubers they'll like record a video while they're streaming and then like that stream segment gets put up on their channel as a video. I think that's kind of what I want to do, especially because I feel like some of the best moments when I'm talking about stuff is when I'm engaging with like chatters, when I'm engaging with people. And yeah, um well, okay, so Vem, yes, you could do that. If I hit start record right now, my computer will completely crash. Like it'll I mean, it won't really crash, but it'll lag so bad that like it'll take me like a minute to like click stop recording and it actually to do it. Like I don't know how people do it. Like that's the thing. It's like it seems really easy. Okay, you just record while you're streaming. But every time I've tried that, it it like destroys my computer. And yes, it there are VODs that you can do. Like after I'm done with my stream, there's a VOD and I can download that VOD and then I can edit the VOD and use that as a video. That is a thing I can do, but it takes like 2 or 3 hours to download like the stream. Like sometimes the streams go on for a really long time. If I do a 5-6 hour stream, that's gonna take me forever to download. And then like all of that just to cut out like segments for it. I like I know for a fact that other streamers record while they're streaming, right? Like I've seen streamers do it where they're streaming and they're like, okay, that's the end of the segment, cut it. And like I think that means that they're cutting the end of the recording. Like they and then they send it over. Like I've seen streamers do that, right? So like it's possible. I don't know why it's not working on my end. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Capture card, they have an editor. Well, yes, they have an editor. Like of course they have an editor, but what I'm saying is that like the streamer will record the video like during this segment and then they'll start the recording, they'll do the segment, and then they'll stop the recording and then like send over the stuff to their editor. Also records timestamps like on a notepad, I guess. Yeah, I could do that. Like I can it is possible. Like I can take a video, like a stream, I can download it, I can edit it, and I could do that. Like that works, right? But it feels like that's not a really good way to like do things. Like it doesn't seem like a really good way to like get things done. Um so I'm going to try to figure it out. Like you guys don't have to help me do that necessarily. Like I can try to figure it out. Screen record. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Must drive home from work now, but you're listening. Enjoy your drive, Olive. I hope it's safe and stuff. It's starting to snow around here, but like I don't know. Hopefully the weather is good for you. I thought they had sent the whole stream to an editor by saying end of segment, so instead of figures off there. Is there a way to download selected timestamps? I don't think so. I'll look into it some more. Like I was just hoping someone had the answer like off the top of their head or something, you know? Like I was hoping that that's kind of what happened, but that's goofy, right? Like that's not gonna happen. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll try to figure it out on my own. I'll try to get it to work. Screen recording is an interesting idea. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know how that works. You know, like maybe I can just like type it in Google. How do streamers stream and record at the same time? Setting auto recording in general setting or using the source record plugin for a separate high quality local files while sending lighter stream platform. Leveraging separate encoder, lanes, or different setting. Okay, well, you know what? It looks like there's like some good information here online. Like there obviously there have been some. Yeah, it looks like there's like a Reddit thread and there's some YouTube videos. So I should be able to figure that out. I should be able to figure that out. Okay. I could just be wrong because I've never done it before. You're fine. I would look it up right now, but the last I'm working and listening to you in the background. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No worries. It's all good. Figured it out. You know, I got it. It's all good. Everything is fine. Okay, but yeah, so I just wanted to talk about life stuff a little bit. We don't have to keep talking about it. I am going to be a little more annoying about asking for money and stuff like that and support, and I hope that that's okay. Next up, I want to talk about how I'm extremely sorry that I've been so inconsistent with content, but like I promise you that is about to change. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be doing a Monday stream, a Wednesday stream, and probably a Friday stream. I kind of like the idea of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know if Friday would be a good time to stream though, because like a lot of people go out on Fridays, right? So like I don't know if that's like a good time. Um, oh, Vem said, I know what you're talking about though. I quit and had things lined up after, and all of a sudden, all of them were all gone. My degree meant nothing anymore, basically. So, and I have been so struggling. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, it's really frustrating. I can't believe that this really, I mean, life is like that, you know? Like there's always something happening with life, and so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. And actually, like I had a really weird feeling like when I got the phone call about the job that doesn't exist anymore, like I had a bad feeling about it. Like I was like something is like not right here. Like some like this is about to be a bad conversation. And I was right. It was a bad conversation. It's really unfortunate. I'm a little bit sad about it because I was kind of looking forward to the next job. It was going to be kind of a cool job. And yeah, it's just not going to exist anymore. And that's fine. I think it'll lead to better stuff. Like, I would rather be doing YouTube. Like, I think I've said this before. I would love, like, I love the idea of being a full-time YouTuber. I love the idea of streaming, you know, 3 4 days a week, do like video segments during the stream. I love that. That sounds like a great idea to me. But the issue, quite simply, is that like I just don't make enough money from it. And so it's been a struggle, but I'm thinking if I like diversify my revenue stream a bit, I can make ends meet. Like I can figure this out. So I mean I have to figure it out. You know, like I have to figure something out. So like, you know, like worst case scenario I get another job and I hate my life again. But I have been enjoying having some time away from like, you know, traditional work. If only the job market were as good as the 8 companies playing hot potato with trillions of dollars made it out to be. I know. It's like it's honestly so frustrating cuz like it's really simple. Like if you want the population to to like to hate you, do what you're doing. But like if billionaires wanted to like honestly, okay. There were rich people like there've been rich people for a long time, right? And like class tensions have only increased over time because wealth disparity has increased over time. And so like if the middle class were doing fine, if people were doing fine, if poverty was lowered, if the social safety net was working, if the economy was going, if small businesses were succeeding, if all of that stuff were happening, then like no one would give a shit how much money these rich people have, right? Like no one would really care. And that's kind of how capitalism got away with it for so long. Is like, yeah, like people were robbing, you know, people blind and like people were making mad money and it was kind of unfair, but people didn't really care because they had their house, they had their car, they had their family, they had their white picket fence, they were able to put food on the table. And so they never really looked at the rich people as taking something away from them because it didn't feel like that, even though they still were. And now it's like you have the complete opposite situation where everyone's suffering. People don't have enough money to take care of themselves, let alone do nice things for themselves. And so you look at the rich people and it feels like they're taking food straight from your mouth. Like they don't even need all this money. Like they don't need all this power. They don't need all this wealth. It's pathetic. Let me see what's going on here. My environmental studies and anthropology degree is very important, but it's not really cooperative mainstream or corporate mainstream. So I have not had good luck post graduation, even though the stuff I studied is important. Yeah, like I studied music and philosophy. I'm very intelligent. I could offer a lot to like a company or something, but like I like um yeah, it companies are pathetic. They're like I don't know, like I got sold this dream that like if I went to college and I studied something, I would get a great job and I'd be happy, and that did not happen for me. And yeah, what they should have said is if you get a very specific kind of degree, you might get a job that might pay you well, but more than likely you're just going to end up in debt. That's what they should have said. Um, that's the excellent description of this economy. And rather than solve the problem, the main culprits just invent new jobs or professions to do anything but actually solve the underlying problem. Distract, misdirect, blame, etc. All increasingly profitable industries. Yeah, or as Trump says it, industries in capitalism. Feels like the increasingly undeniable reality it is. Yeah, it's true. I feel like these companies think we go to college to work at their specific businesses, and in reality, it just increases our likelihood to do well in company training. And now you're just supposed to be content with a lifetime of debt slavery and not just like crash out. And that's the life they're trying to cram down our throats at the barrel of a gun, not so implicit threat of incarceration. Yeah, yeah, no, you're so right. Sevens, I think that's your name. Well, that's your username. I don't know if I've seen you before, but you're spitting facts definitely in chat there. You're spitting some truth. And it's unfortunate. It's really shitty and it sucks and everyone feels bad and like it's only a matter of time. Like what billionaires have been doing is they have this rubber band, right? And this rubber band is like the economy or like class, like it's like balance and homeostasis, right? And they've just been stretching this rubber band, and every year they stop for a second and they're like, you think we could stretch this rubber band another inch? And someone, it doesn't matter who, but someone is like, yeah, sure, just try it, let's just go for it, just go for it. And then they stretch it another inch and it starts fraying on the edges, and like you see it's gonna snap, and they're like, next year they're like, let's go another inch. And then they just stretch it out a little more. And it's like, it's gonna snap. Like, it's gonna snap. Like, you can't, like, they're just pretending like everything is not going to end with a horrible collapse. But it's going, yeah, experiment. What if we did build the torment nexus? Yeah, what if we made life an absolute hell for everybody? Here, I'm gonna stand up because like sitting down kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Why are you stopping the stretching? Who told you that was okay? Yeah, like why? Who told you to try to not break the economy? Like we're trying to destroy everybody's lives here. Like what are you? Yeah, yeah. Like infinite growth is this delusion of capitalism that like for some reason all the rich people believe in. Because like people who aren't rich yet, they want to believe that there's still fertile ground for them to make money, and I'm sure there is, right? Like I'm sure there still are ways to make money or mine profit out of the mouths of children or something, but like it's just like it's been pushed to a point where like the only way that you can do that is by doing something incredibly evil. Either you come up with a really good idea or you do a bunch of really evil shit and take money basically out of the mouths of starving children. And like, yeah, those, so like people who aren't rich yet, they just want to believe that there's still a way to get there. They want to believe that there's still a ladder that will take them up to the wealth of like the billionaires and whatever. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I don't know. We can talk about it. I mean, like the Trump administration, honestly, like, I don't know. Okay, so for instance, I got an email recently. By recently, I mean like a week, maybe half a week ago, 4 or 5 days ago. I got an email informing me that my insurance premium was gonna go from $79 a month to $579 a month. That's like almost 10 times. Like that's like 8 times like more expensive. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's like more than my car payment was back when I had a car payment. Like that's like more expensive than a car. And so like obviously I had to cancel my insurance. Like, and I applied for new insurance. I'm exploring options. Hopefully I can go into the new year with insurance that won't bankrupt me, but I can't afford $579 a month for insurance that that sucks. Like my insurance wasn't even good. Like you have to understand, I was paying $79 a month for this before. Was not good insurance. This stuff was not getting me, like was not taking me places. It was not paying for stuff as much as I wanted it to. It's and I know I'm not the only person getting these emails, right? Like lots of people are getting these emails, and it's just going to keep getting worse. Like it's just going to keep getting worse. And like honestly, I've never cared for accelerationism. Like I've always thought that accelerationism is kind of just dumb and like immature, and it's just like you just want everything to crash and burn because it's not going your way kind of thing. But honestly, we're at the point in this country where like I want things to get really bad for everyone so that people can wake the fuck up. So that people can wake up and realize that like this is going very badly. And like it's not like a frog boiling in like hot water anymore. It's like we've been thrown in a volcano and we're hurtling towards the lava, and it's like we're about to hit that lava. Yo, like we're the ring and we're falling into, what is it, Mordor or whatever? I don't know. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. The accelerationism no one asked for, but we're getting it anyway. That's exactly true. And that's like honestly at this point, like I'm almost like I don't know, the farmers who voted for Trump and now they're all about to like the soybean farmers. Like they screwed themselves. Like they shot themselves in the foot. Like they made their own bed, right? And like I want them to have to sleep in it. I don't want them to get bailed out. Like I want them to have to deal with the consequences of their own actions. Like, do I care about their suffering? Like, do I want them to suffer? No, but they voted for their own suffering. So like I want them to experience the consequences of their own actions. I don't want the guardrails and the system to protect people from the consequences of their own stupid decision making. Like I want these Trump voters to feel the pain of electing Trump so that they understand that they burned themselves, that they did this to themselves. And like every time I watch a video from like More Perfect Union where like there's some rural idiot complaining about how terrible things are, I just want to like shake them. Like I want to find where they are and go to the diner that they're at and shake them and be like, this is your fault. This is your fault. And yeah, there's almost like a little bit of catharsis watching people suffer that voted for this. Like there is like a little bit of catharsis. At least I know that I'm not the only one suffering. At least I'm the only one that I'm not the only one that's suffering, right? Like I might lose health insurance, but so will like 30 million other people, and I bet a lot of those are Trump supporters. Yeah, so like I wonder how many, like I don't know. I got that email like 4 or 5 days ago. So as we head into the new year, this is what's happening. The Epstein files are coming out. It's undeniable that our president is a pedophile, or maybe I should say a fredophile to avoid. I don't know if I actually need to worry about that or not. But the point is that things are really bad. They're getting attacked on all ends. Uh, I can only imagine the reaction from people who are getting these emails. I knew it was going to happen. Like I knew that the subsidies never got passed for ACA stuff. And so like I knew my premium was going to skyrocket. I can't even imagine what it's like for someone who doesn't pay attention to politics. Like imagine you voted for Trump but you don't pay attention to politics. And you're approaching the first year of Trump and you're reflecting on it with your family and you're like, "Wow, Trump, for a whole year we had our great president Donald J. Trump, and look at what he's done for us." And then you open your email and it says, "By the way, your insurance premium is going to be 10 times more expensive next year." You know, like that oh, my tab crashed. Wait, was that my am I back? Did my stream end? Oh shoot. Hold on. Did I disappear for a second? Cause like I'm still there. Okay. My my browser crashed. And it was what was holding my my stuff. My stream. Okay. Sorry. I got that fixed. So now we are still good. Yeah, so yeah. You know, like things are pretty wild right now, honestly. Like I don't know. Let's see. Honestly, my stuff didn't change much because Walmart insurance isn't the worst. Interesting. I went to, yeah, I didn't have insurance through work. I had it through ACA stuff. I went to the mental health doctor and they acted like everything was just oh so fine. And I was a big stress bird and they made zero effort to find a therapist. Like, you're doing great, bud. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Like, you deserve to have someone listen to your, you know, your struggles and understand that those are real struggles, and like you deserve help for that. Okay, what else was there? I'm gonna try to sell my art to these Florida rich people. Who knows, maybe they will pay 4,000 bucks or something. You, Drew. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea. Like, go to Florida and try to like fleece a bunch of rich old people who like are retiring in the state. Just like start drawing a bunch of like pictures of Jesus or something, and just be like, this one's actually $5,000 because it's the extra special picture of Jesus, and if you buy this painting of Jesus, it means that you love him more than everybody else. I don't mean to like have the religious connotation in there. It's just that, like, you know what I mean, like some right-wing conservative Floridian would probably go ape shit over that kind of thing. Or like a big painting of like an anchor or something, you know, like just like a giant anchor thing. Draw pictures of Trump. Oh no, you're so right. How could I have been so blind? How could I have been so confused and lost? Yeah, no, you have to draw pictures of Trump. That's what you have to do. And you have to put like the little like halo thing, like the ring, like the, you know, the how like over saints and stuff, they have like the light orb ring thing behind their head. You got to do that to him too. Going back to what you were saying a minute ago about getting a bit of catharsis, it's like with the partner who voted for Trump and then they are shocked when their immigrant partner gets arrested by ICE. Yeah, I've seen like, that's a great point, Josh. I've seen like a number of people that have had that happen. And it's just like, and they always say like, I didn't think it was gonna be me. They always say that, like the farmers too. I didn't think it was gonna hurt me. And it's like, so you knew it was gonna hurt people, but you just thought that you were a special snowflake and you weren't going to suffer the consequences. Like, to me, that signals a level of delusion and a level of like narcissism that is unbelievable. Like, I cannot understand how someone can think like that. Like, you have to be completely coddled your whole life to feel that like you could make an objectively terrible decision that you know is going to hurt other people in a similar situation to you, but it's not gonna hurt you because you're such a special little snowflake. You're such a special little, you're such a good little whatever. And it just boy. Why, hello there, Andrew. Walmart dental is like $8 a week, covers all preventable stuff. Out of pocket every year. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad dental plan. I actually have not checked my dental stuff. I don't think my dental insurance, I have it through like a different company. I don't have it through work or anything. Well, obviously not, because I don't have a job anymore. But yeah, my dental insurance is pretty good. I don't think that's going up because that has nothing to do with ACA. So the classic case of I never thought the leopards would eat my face, cries person voting for the leopards eating people's faces partner. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. And all I can hope for, you know what's actually really funny, and this is something I wanted to talk about briefly. This is something that someone mentioned talking about politics and completely glazed over it. Like, so Republicans won like the Hispanic vote in this past election, like the 2024 election, not the recent special elections. But they won the Hispanic vote. And so there have been states that have redistricted, like they redrew their maps, right? Based around the idea that they had gained support from Hispanic. And so like they do that, they redraw all their maps, but now all of like, people are getting deported, there's all this terrible stuff happening, it's all terrible, it's all bad. And they're losing support at record speed from young people and Hispanic voters. And so it's like, I'm kind of wondering if they might have shot themselves in the foot. Like, I'm kind of wondering if they might have gerrymandered themselves into a crisis where like they might have redrawn their maps in a way that might actually hurt them. RB says, I live in the UK and I'm making sure I have a get out route to Ireland. Why are so many people in the US where it's so much worse not getting out? So I can answer that for you pretty easily, honestly. It's really hard to immigrate out of the US for a couple reasons. First of all, financial. Like, the plane ticket alone is really expensive. Like, you have to understand, like, if I wanted to fly to Germany tomorrow to like start a new life in Germany, like that's thousands of dollars just to fly there, right? And not only that, but like you have to have a job, right? Like when you move, like you have to find a job, right? And a lot of people have families, they have people they have to care about, they have pets, they have a car that somehow they have to transport to a different country. It just becomes extremely difficult to afford that, to do that. And yeah, and that's like, it's hard to get like if you want to immigrate out of the US into a different country, the process to get citizenship and stuff like that, or like a visa, it's not easy. Like most countries won't give you a visa unless you already have work lined up, which means that before you even start your move, like you have to have a job lined up. Like how many people have access to that kind of networking where they know someone in a different country that can assure them that they're going to have a job or whatever? Like there's a lot of logistical problems, And so it makes a lot of people feel trapped. Like for instance, one thing that I would mention is like being trans right now. Um, my passport, like I don't have a passport. It's expired and I'm too afraid to apply for a new passport. Like they've been withholding people's documents. They've been stopping people from coming back into the country, sometimes for weeks at a time. And like I just can't risk even getting documentation right now. Like it's too risky for me to try to leave the country. So like I'm stuck. Like I'm completely stuck. Even if I had the money, even if I had a job lined up, even if all that stuff was true, I would have a hard time leaving the country even then. They might have accidentally gerrymandered Texas back into a purple state. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Andrew says, I'm poor and I have a son. It's expensive. And unless you have a super in demand skill or degree, good job getting a job. Good luck getting a job. Exactly. I'm working on Sweden and asking if I can come. Oh, interesting. Canada or Mexico are usually the cheaper option. True. But Canada is like not that cheap. Like if you want to live, like if you live in like the rural parts of Canada where there's like no services and everything is really sketchy and like you're kind of on your own, like yeah, that's cheap. But if you want to live in like the populated parts of Canada, it's actually having a lot of the same issues that America is having, like with like housing crisis, stuff like that. So Canada is like a good option, but it's also a bad option too. And same with Mexico. You know, like Mexico has its own problems as well. Like it's cheaper, but it's got its own issues. Like, you know, drug cartels for one. Um and that's not, I'm not trying to fearmonger or anything. Like you can live in Mexico and live a normal peaceful life, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's inherent risks and you have to know things and you have to like understand the culture and you have to like all that stuff. As long as it wasn't going to be them, as long as it wasn't going to be them going to, I do not understand what you're saying there, Alok. Compared to Europe, delicious irony of a translation might be able to pull. Most other countries won't accept people without talents. Yeah. In terms of moving, not cost of living. Oh wait, what? Aggie. Well, anyway, yeah. I hope that who asked that question. I can't even remember who asked that question. Um. Oh yeah, RB. Yeah, I hope that answers your question there. It's like I think a lot of people want to move out of the US. I think a lot of people would love to do that, but I just don't see that happening just because of the state of the country. This tea is so good. I mixed like 3 different teas. It's a blueberry, it's a black tea and a green tea mixture. It's a pomegranate green tea, a blueberry black tea and a mango black tea mixed together. It's so good. Mm. Yeah, I would love to leave the US. Honestly, like I don't know, I've been to Germany a few times. It's beautiful. Uh I can speak German sort of. Like I would do it if I had like a job lined up or if I had like if I knew it was going to be better and I had the option, I would do it. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's how most people feel about things. It's just like the reality of the situation is a lot more complicated than that. Um, and you know what? Like one time I made a video, like when Trump got elected, I made a video saying like, "Hey, if you're going to flee to a country, here are some of the countries you might consider fleeing to." But like within that video, I made the caveats of like this isn't even really an option for most people. Like this is like a like we can fantasize about it. We can go, "Oh, I wish I could get, you know, leave the US or whatever." But like it's a fantasy. Like it's not really an option for most people. The only way it would be an option for most people is if a country openly started accepting asylum claims from like trans US citizens or something. Like if Canada were like, hey, you know, we have temporary housing, we can give you like a refugee status or asylum status, and all you have to do is cross the border, then like people would do it. Like people would just be like doing that, you know. But like it's not that easy. I could drive to Canada. I would have to fly to Europe. So that is automatically saving some money. Cost of living, getting a work visa would be the hardest part. Yeah, no, sure. Yeah, no, like Canada is cheaper than like going to Germany or Norway or Sweden or wherever. Like, yes, it's cheaper. It's just it's not so much cheaper that it makes a big difference. Like it's still, yeah. Also, it costs a lot to legally renounce USA citizenship. I don't know if you have to. Like, I think you can just be a dual citizen and like it doesn't really, like, I think the biggest part is just being out of the country, right? Political asylum at embassies, last resort though. Yeah, I mean that's an option sort of, but not really. Countries can decide to accept you for asylum or not. Like you're taking a big risk if you decide to do that. And like I don't know if other countries are considering, like if I were to just go right now to an embassy and try to claim political asylum, I don't know. I don't know if they would accept me. Like I don't know if that would be like a thing that they'd be willing to do. Then you still have to pay USA taxes. Well, yes. Yeah. But like I don't know. I don't know what's better. Like I don't know if it's better to just pay the taxes or if it's better to renounce. Like I don't know what works better. I live in, and also like I feel like it would be good to have the option to come back if things got better. USA has some weird laws about citizenship. It sure does. I live in northern VT, Vermont. Could absolutely hop across the border if I knew it were safe. Yeah, you're right. You're right there. You're right there. I have some friends in Vermont, actually. Vermont's a beautiful state. Like the Northeast is gorgeous. Although I was thinking about it because like I have a lot of friends that live in like Connecticut, Vermont, like up in New York, whatever. And like I feel like it's scary to live there during the winter. Like there's so many mountains, like it's so treacherous. Like if it's snowy here, like okay, if it snows like 8 inches tonight and I have to go to the grocery store tomorrow and the roads are really bad, I can drive like 5 miles an hour and I'll probably make it there even if the roads are garbage, and I'll be able to get food and water and take care of myself, right? If I lived in like Vermont or like Connecticut or like some of these places where it's just mountains, just constant mountains, and you live like 40 minutes away on from like with good weather from like a grocery store, like I just feel like you're probably screwed. Things never get better in the USA. Hey, you know that's actually really true. That's very true. Very true. Like it could happen, but it probably won't. What's funny about Colorado is the mountains are basically deserts, so it doesn't feel cold. I've visited Colorado before. It's got an interesting climate for sure. It's really bizarre. Like what I experienced in Colorado was like overnight it gets below freezing, it snows a bunch, like it'll snow like 4 or 5 inches overnight. You wake up, there's snow all over the place. It looks like winter, and then it heats up. Literally, all the snow melts. By midday, it's like 70 degrees, sunny, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. And then you get to the night, it cools back off, it gets cold, it snows again. It's like a really interesting climate cycle where like that stuff does not happen here in Ohio, like at all. I live in Burlington, but the roads haven't been salted super well. Saw a few people wipe it earlier today. Ooh, geez, be careful. I'm so sorry. That's really scary. Even here in Maryland, it's like a day drive up to state New York. We did for vacation one year, so it wouldn't be too hard to get to Canada. Yeah. Yeah, after 28 years in Colorado, I can attest to what Leah said. It's like, but it's really interesting. Like, I think that's like kind of a cool weather cycle. Like, it's kind of interesting to like have such a consistent, like, it's almost like you get to experience winter and summer like in the same day. Freddie is just like laying on my chair. It's just like, he looks like such a goober. He's such a goober. Look at the guy. Look at the little boy. Look at the good sweet boy. He's so good and sweet. And Firefox crashed again. Give me a second. Let me. There we go. We're back. Why does Firefox keep crashing on me? That like never used to happen. Never used to happen. Yeah, he's being such a good boy. Oh, he's so sweet. He's such a good sweet boy. He's been having some tummy troubles the past few days. He kind of like the way he's laying, he looks like he's like he's like miserable. But yeah, the past couple days he's had some tummy troubles. Like he's got IBS, he's on medication, but sometimes it flares up. Firefox is compromised? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, it sucks? It used to be my favorite browser. Firefox has been pretty crunchy lately. I've been switching to forks of it. Forks of it? Firefox is going to crap, unfortunately, and Chrome is the only other option. Safari. I've heard of a couple, like, smaller browser options that are, like, not as big. I don't really like Chrome. Chrome is, like, so bloated. I love cats. I have 6 of them. That's awesome. There's 3 cats in the house. Brave? I've heard of Brave before. I've heard of that before. You know, I'll get that. I'll probably download that and try that out. Yeah, I've had some weird issues with Firefox. WaterFox is an option. Is that actually a browser? Is that really funny? Is that really a thing? Did they really just they were like, well, there's Firefox, so there has to be WaterFox. All browsers are either Chrome or Firefox. Really? Brave is just Chrome? Really? I'm learning so much right now. I honestly don't know that much about it. Zen is Firefox. Oh. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay. Well, I'll check out a couple of those. There's Brave, there's WaterFox, and there's Zen. So those 3 sound like the option. Real quick, do you guys want to see my outfit for today? I'm just wearing sweatpants and a crop sweater, some leggings, and this is my Oxbow. Wearing it like a belt, sort of. It's just like around my waist because I've just been having it on me all the time, honestly. It's like a really simple outfit, but I think I really like the style lately of like, I've been getting like everything cropped. Like I become that stereotype where it's like, you know what I mean? Where it's like everything has to be cropped or else I don't feel good in it. Crop sweaters, crop shirts, everything has to be cropped. I will warn with Brave, it auto blocks ads on YouTube videos. Oh, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have to worry about that. Love the fit. Thank you. Hey, Starbush. Welcome. In Florida, they hand out medical cannabis cards like candy, but finding HRT doctors is like difficult. They have places, but it's always 70 miles away. Ugh. Yeah, I feel that. Like I'm lucky. I live near a gender clinic, so I was able to get access to HRT like within my area. But yeah, for certain like red states and other areas, it's like super hard to find something. And in Florida, I'd imagine it's like it's probably really challenging. I wish you luck with that. Like I really hope you're able to find something that works for you. Because that's pretty stressful. I'm still trying to find a style post beginning transition June 2024. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it takes some time for sure. Like I feel like lately I've been really like I feel like I spent like a year and a half experimenting, and I'm sort of just now arriving at a point where I understand what looks good on me, and like I'm building outfits that I really like. And I have a lot of days now where I put on my outfit and I'm like slay. Like I'm like, yeah, I like this outfit. But like there were a lot of days where like it just takes a lot of experimentation. You know what I mean? I wish you luck, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. Um, I used to live in Florida. It sucks there. Glad I moved right before all the political BS happened. Yeah, lucky you getting out of there. I don't love the amount of cryptocurrency integration in Brave. Oh, I see. My wife got me a set of PJs for Xmas, and the top is like a cropped thing that I'm obsessed with. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, crop stuff is so nice. Like I think it just like looks good for my body type. I have a really long torso. Like my torso is like actually super long compared to my legs. So like my hip my hips start like down here, right? But like the crop stuff kind of like gives me the illusion that my torso isn't as long as it is. It kind of helps like make me look more balanced. If I wear like a normal t-shirt, you can tell that my torso is like super long and my legs are really short, and it makes me feel bad. Slay, I'm at the gas station. You're so pretty, Leah. Oh, thank you, Olive. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Been on HRT about 13-ish months. Need to work on weight issues, genetic issues. Just settle into the denim lesbian sphere. That's funny. Yeah, like I definitely feel like I dress very lesbian most of the times, but that's okay. Like cargo camo pants, boots, a cropped hoodie. I don't know. I'm in Central Florida. Planned Parenthood is the go-to basically. Lucky enough to be close to one. Not being able to buy medicine a few years ago made me think about moving. Interesting. Yeah, I guess Planned Parenthood would be the route for Florida, unless you can find an endo office that's accepting new patients. I'm the opposite, long legs, shorter torso, and you're 6'2". Well, I'm honestly kind of jealous of you because like I wish my legs were longer. I feel like it's like for girls especially, like you want those like long legs, like those long legs. And like for me, it's like they're just like I just have these I have these tiny little tree trunk legs. I mean, I make up for it, I guess, a little bit because I have like hips or whatever. Like that helps make me feel less bad about it. But it's still weird. Like I feel like my body shape looks weird. I have long legs and a short torso. I wear a lot of long sleeves and baggy pants. Very lesbian. Francine. Oh my gosh. Hello. What? Hi. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? How are you? I mean, you have all seen the pictures I posted in the Discord. I'm not connecting your username, and what's your Discord name? Tiguana. I sometimes I see people's like they're different most of the time. People's usernames on YouTube are usually not their Discord name, and so like I have a hard time unless you tell me. I also really love flared jeans. I like the high-waisted tight stuff. Honestly, like I like skinny jeans, high-waisted skinny jeans. Those are like my go-to. Jamie. Oh, okay. Um I used to be dysphoric about my height. Aw, don't feel too bad about your height. There's a lot of tall girlies. Hi, Leah. Peeps. Short leg, long torso crew represent. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm doing good. HRT anniversary this weekend. Hope you're doing good. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope it's been good for you. I hope that the changes have been coming your way. I hope that you're coming into yourself and feeling good about how things are going. Is that a thing now? I've been looking at crop tops so much recently. Yeah, like I've been wearing a lot of crop stuff lately. It just like I feel like it's a trend, but also like it's just what I've been doing. 2 months out of Texas? Oh my God, congratulations. Did you find like a job that was able to get you out of Texas? That's amazing. I'm like chugging this tea. I'm like freaking I need the energy so bad. Uh yeah, sorry, my brain is like not functioning perfectly. But yeah, what were we even talking about? We talked about like body shapes or whatever. We talked about Florida. Um I guess we could talk about Epstein stuff for a little bit if you guys want. It's like 26 degrees or something. I'm gonna need some gloves. Yeah, that's how cold it is where I'm at, and it's pretty brutal. I don't think I'm gonna try to go outside today. I don't I might try to spin in my garage a little bit, but I'm like, ugh. Uh I was able to move with the job I had. We're just trying to find better ones now. Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations. I'm so glad that you were able to get out of there. I think my body naturally produces a good amount of estrogen and low T, so I can hold out for now, but I found a good LCSW for now. I actually don't know what LCSW is. Licensed something, something, something. I am weird in that I was 6 foot. Now I seem to be 5'10", and only and only even needed a 30 inseam, but I have to wear like a size up on shirts because your torso is nearly as long as your leg. You mean that like? Do you mean that like you lost some height from HRT? Because that happened to me too. I got a little bit shorter. My feet got a little tinier too. Also, bobtailed. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Hello. Warm as heck yesterday. Yeah, it sure was. The Trump files. Yes. 22 degrees here, cold. Where did you end up moving to, Francine? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'm just curious where you ended up picking or going to. Maybe they didn't give you an option. Maybe you had to pick wherever they told you to go. Oh my gosh. Stretching feels so good. Ooh. But yeah, so the Epstein files coming out have been pretty wild. I'm sort of on the fence about whether it's malicious compliant. Like, okay, so like they are releasing things that they would have otherwise redacted. Like Trump photos have come out that they didn't want to have come out. And like a lot of people have found out that like there's a lot of redactions that you can basically undo the redaction by copy pasting the text into like Notepad or something, and then like boom, you can see what the redacted text says. Enjoy your dinner, Joshua. And so a lot of people have been like digging through the files, finding new information. A lot of stuff has come out. And I've been thinking about it. Like, is this incompetence or is this malicious compliance? Like, I have a strong feeling that there are people that work at the FBI who don't want to protect a pedophile. I think that there are some people who work at the FBI that have enough of a conscience that they don't want to be spending their job covering up for the largest pedophile sex trafficking ring that has ever existed. in the history of the world, potentially. And like, um, so like, you know, some of this stuff that seems like it's incompetence, it really might just be that it's like someone in the FBI is like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna try to get this done. Like I'm just gonna try to make sure that this information gets out there, even if it's not, you know. And then if someone comes up to them afterwards, it's like, oh, I tried my best, sorry, you know, like, oh, ooh, that was a big oopsie I did there. You think it's a mix of the two, of malicious compliance and incompetence? I think that that's probably the case, you know? Like the malicious compliance is probably the fact that someone like left certain things in there, and then the incompetence is probably the fact that they didn't catch that stuff before they released it. Ooh, ooh, that tea hits hard. If I remember correctly, at least one of the cases was an old file that was redacted by the Virgin Islands police or something like that. It had been available for 5 years, so that oopsie is on them. But I don't know if the same thing applies to more files related to this case. I'm not sure exactly which thing you're referring to. I don't know how to say your username. Yamayumix. I'm gonna go with that. Yamayumix. But I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Like which specific piece of information came from the Virgin Islands police or whatever. But like there have been a lot of things released lately. Like so, the deadline was last Friday for the government to release stuff. Oh, whoa! I haven't been here in so long. Hello, you used to be British gamer. Why, hello, Vibin Pixel. Is that Pixel? Hello, welcome. Good to see you back. I'm also back, and I'm gonna be here very frequently now. So I was just talking about this earlier, but I just want to reiterate for people. Also, real quick, while we're talking about it, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Gonna be here more frequently, streaming, making content, putting out videos. We're gonna be doing the thing because I just want you all to be aware. I'm gonna be here full time now. I talked about it earlier in the stream, so if you want to rewatch the VOD later, you can. But for due to a series of unfortunate events, no, not the Lemony, not the novel, uh, but like due to a series of unfortunate events, I do not have a job anymore. I accidentally unemployed myself. I accidentally did that. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to make ends meet as a self-employed person, meaning if you want to support your girl, then please help me. Please help me. Like subscribe, like the video, whatever. If you have the option, please like join up on my Patreon or something. You can see my information. Let me get my Linktree link real quick. Where do I even get that at? Like, hold on. UI is being. Wait, what? Stream setting. Hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so I'm gonna paste my link tree in here. It's got the Discord and all that wonderful stuff, but it's also got my Patreon in there if you want to support me. You know, I can't believe Lemony Snicket ruined your job. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, if you want to help support me, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm basically going to be living off of my YouTube income, and potentially like I'm gonna like, for those of you who follow me, you know that I do like the flow arts and I do the fire performance and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do like, I'm gonna try to become a part of a performance group, and I'm gonna try to do like performance stuff. So I'm gonna try to make like, I'm gonna do a little bit of gig work. I'm gonna do this YouTube stuff, and I'm gonna try to get my massage license back so that I can do massage therapy. Between those three things, I really hope I can make ends meet. I'm really hoping that that can work out, because if I have to go back to food service, I hated food service, and I did my time. Okay, 8 years. I did 8 years in food service. All right, I feel like that is enough, and like going back would just be a bad idea. So any support anyone is willing to give, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate my Patreon subscribers that stuck around while I was on a bit of a hiatus. So like, I do want to shout out, like, if you're a part of my Patreon and you stuck around while I've been a little inconsistent lately, you are incredible, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I think I mentioned this earlier. The plan is to do a stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So like, this is the first one, right? I'm gonna try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday for streams, and I'm gonna try to do like stream segments while I'm gonna try to make videos while I'm recording, and then those videos can go up on the YouTube channel. So um I'll figure that out by next time. I also want to try to do restream, so like, I want to try to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I will figure that stuff out by I tried to figure it out by this time, but I will figure it out by next time. I promise. Best of luck to y'all in your endeavors. Thank you. I wish everyone good luck heading into the new year. You know, like, we're heading into a new year. I want everyone to achieve your goals. I know that the world feels like it's all against us and everything is hard and everything is a struggle right now, but I promise you that it won't be this bad forever. No, hopefully things start looking up, and hopefully people start like waking up and they realize how bad things are getting. We talked about it a little bit earlier, so I won't rehash the entire topic, but like, accelerationism has sort of become an ideology that I've been interested in lately, because I always thought accelerationism was really dumb and bad and dumb and bad. But now I realize that it's actually based and super, super awesome. So like, it's really just the context of the current, like, within the context of the current situation that we are in, I feel like accelerationism is actually a good thing, because it helps people. We talked about it, right? But like, hopefully people will realize how bad things are getting, and it's like a slap in the face. Hopefully it wakes people up. Hopefully it gets people to vote in the next election. Hopefully it pushes us towards some better leadership, but we'll see. Starbush says, I did 3.5 years of ushering at a theater and 15 months of working at an arts and crafts store. Now I'm unemployed as well. Oh no, Starbush, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. This job market is so terrible, and it's like, it's so frustrating. Hey there, concerned citizen. Excuse me, Leah, I just got one question for you. Should the Democratic Party go far left in order for them to take back control of this entire government, if that makes sense to you? Yeah, so like, if the Democratic Party were smart, they would go quote unquote far left, which literally just means like at this point, far left to the Democrats is like a democratic socialist or something like that. Like Mamdani is far left to them, and he's actually not even far left. Like, he's not, like, he's progressive. But he's not the farthest progressive that you can go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not like, it's like they feel like Bernie Sanders is like this radical far left lunatic, when he's really not even like that far left. It's just in the context of centering everything around the idea that the far right is as far right as, like, the far right is dragging everything to the right because they're so far right, like they're Nazis. So like, they've dragged all the discourse over in that direction. So it makes people that are just sort of progressive seem like these really far left actors and far left politicians, when they're not. Like, they're not far left. Like, they're like, a lot of people that say they're progressive aren't even progressive. Like, they're just like leftists. Like, they're just leftists. So are we all unemployed? I hope not, but like maybe, you know. Feels like the mix, right? The people being told to do it know how to. The people checking at the top might be like, just make it black, Bill. And Bill be like, okay, yeah. Alok, I see what you're saying there. That's in relation to the Epstein files we were talking about. How like, is it malicious compliance? Is it incompetence? It's probably both. It's probably just a mixture of agents who don't want to defend like a big cover up, and then you have also the people who are just too stupid to notice that it's not being done properly. The cover up isn't being done well. Mamdani is a European centrist at best. Yeah, exactly. Like he's not, he really doesn't want to do anything that radical. Like he just wants to do some leftist policy. Like he might be like, honestly, Mamdani might be basically like Tim Walz. Like Mamdani might be, he might get done basically like what Tim Walz did for Minnesota. You know what I mean? And I don't think any of us would say that Tim Walz is far left. Right? Like I don't think anyone here would say that Tim Walz is like this far left progressive. Like he's a leftist. He's not a moderate. He's not a centrist. But he's like barely on the left. Like Tim Walz is like just so like sort of left of center. You know what I mean? He's not like a radical leftist. And pretty much the same thing with Mamdani. Like maybe Mamdani is a little bit to the left of Tim Walz, like just a little bit. But it's really like you know what I mean? But like if you take one step to the left of someone, everyone is like, "Oh my god, you are the most radical radical leftist lunatic that has ever lived." But if you take 20 steps to the right of a Nazi, everyone is just like, okay, yeah, whatever, bro. You know, like people just like they have no idea like how to frame politics within within an actual context of like how things fit. Bobtailed trucker is still driving. Well, that's awesome. Honestly, Bobtailed, I've thought about you a couple times over the past few months, and I've been worried about like because you're trucking stuff. I've heard rumors that they want like semis piloted by AI or like piloted by like self-driving capabilities, and I've heard they've even been testing it in certain areas. I think I did see an article that stuff, like the testing did not go as well as they wanted it to, and so they're not going to roll it out. But like I'm really worried about the future of like trucking. You know what I mean? Because like trucking is like a huge industry. I think I saw a statistic that like most people who leave high school without a degree go into like trucking. Like that's like one of the biggest fields for non-degree holding high school graduates. And so like if that goes under, if truckers get replaced by like robots or whatever, that's gonna be super bad. It's gonna be super bad. It's gonna get worse if the AI boys get there. I'm not sure how the country is gonna handle what could be 40% unemployment. Yeah, the AI stuff is really dystopian. I wish we had a government that was able to or willing to regulate this stuff in a way that would prevent the country from suffering like a market collapse. Like, okay, so here's the thing about AI, and I'm sorry if I'm so stuffy. I realize I sound a little stuffy. With AI, it's like it can ruin a lot of job opportunities for a lot of people. And the issue with that is that like we've already exported manufacturing, right? So that was like the first job collapse that happened when I was very young. There's people who have worked in manufacturing for a long time, but there was a point in time where manufacturing was like one of the biggest industries in the country, and entire towns, entire cities, like where I was born and raised, the city that I was born and raised in was funded almost entirely by GM. Like GM had a big plant there, and almost everybody worked there. Like it was like a big plant and everybody worked there, and it made up a lot of the income of a lot of people that worked and lived in the city that I grew up in. Well, when I was very young, that plant got shut down and exported out to some other country, probably, or something. But either way, the plant got closed. A lot of people lost jobs, and poverty skyrocketed in the area that I lived in. And the issue with it is that there were no jobs to replace those jobs. So, like, when the industry collapsed, when all those manufacturing jobs got lost, that that's not necessarily in and of itself a bad thing if there are jobs to replace the jobs that are lost. Like if everyone loses their job, but there's mobility, like there's other companies who are hiring, there's other sectors or industries that are hiring, and those people are able to train, like they have like some training available, and it's like, hey, maybe you don't have your job available here anymore, but just go over here and apply for this job and get this training done and you'll be fine. That did not happen. There was no free market solution to the issue of this job loss crisis. And so what happened was people suffered. People just lost their jobs, they lost their livelihood, they lost the ability to make money, and there was nothing to replace it. And so they just got fucked. Like they just got fucked. And it led to a lot of drug problems where like a lot of these people fell into addiction. Like the opioid crisis was amplified and made worse by the fact that people lost their livelihoods with no opportunity to replace it. So those people turned to drugs for comfort, and then without good income, without the ability to support that habit, they were forced onto the streets, and that contributed to the homelessness crisis or the unhoused crisis. And it's a big issue. And so now we're entering into like what I want to call the second wave. Okay, so we're going to enter like the second wave of job loss, and this is where it's going to be really scary because manufacturing has already been exported. Basically what was told to me when I was growing up was you need to become a doctor, an engineer, a programmer, software designer, web designer, social media, what do they call those? Social media manager. There's all these jobs that you can do, right? Like, and I was told if you were to go into these fields, you would have job security. Everything is going to be honky dory. Everything's going to be great for you, right? Well, that's not true. So those jobs are actually some of the jobs, not doctors, but like a lot of those jobs, engineering, programming, software design, social media manager, a lot of those jobs are going to be very easily replaced by AI. And it's actually some of the jobs that were viewed as the most secure jobs in the previous job market are some of the most unsecure jobs in the new job market that we're moving towards. And this is the same exact thing that happened with the auto industry and with the collapse of manufacturing in the United States. It's the fact that we were told that these jobs were extremely secure, so people put a lot of faith in it. They get the job, they have no backup plans, they have no out, they have no desire to leave. And then all of a sudden it's yanked out from underneath them. So like there's all these people that went to school, expensive schools for engineering jobs, expensive schools for programming, expensive schools for software design, whatever. There's people in debt, and then they're going to lose their job. And the only thing that they're going to have to replace that job is like going to work in food for $15 an hour. So you go from working a job where you're making $80,000-$90,000 a year to a job where you're making $20,000 to $30,000 a year, and you're working more hours, and you hate your life. It's just like I hope I'm painting a very clear picture. We are marching straight towards a market collapse, the likes of which we've never seen before. And like the only way forward out of that collapse is reform. Like the only way we're not going to have hundreds of thousands of people starving to death on the streets is with reform, like revolutionary reform. Like we need someone, we need people to get into office, and we need people to take control that have the ability and the wherewithal and the gumption and the drive and like we need people that understand the importance of the moment that we're living in and understand the precariousness of the moment that we're living in. And like this is not like, I'm not even including climate change, right? So if I start including into this conversation what climate change is going to do to this issue, it's gonna be bad, right? Like here, 1 second. Okay, so like for instance, if you live in Florida, if you live in California, if you live in Texas, I'm just gonna tell you right now, the bandana sweater combo is cute AF. Thank you. I actually really like this outfit. I like this sweater a lot, and I like this bandana a lot. I'm really digging the bandanas lately. It makes me feel like a pinup girl. You know, like I just need like a wrench or something and like a hammer, or like do the flex and like this thing and or whatever. Okay. Anyway, so oh boy. Oh, and on top of that, people don't go out to eat while they're struggling. Yes, yes, that is another layer of this. Like, pretty much, like, the only industries that are going to be left over for people to work in after the collapse is going to be like food and retail, right? Where you can't make a living. But food and retail are luxury industries. Like, those are industries built on the idea that people have enough money to go out to treat themselves, to like a little bit of shopping, a little bit of like spending way too much money on a meal, right? If people don't have that kind of money anymore, those industries collapse. It's like the tourist industry, right? So like that's why I did not include the tourist industry in potential jobs for the future, because of the way that our country is moving, because of the direction that things are going in. Tourism is falling off a cliff. Tourism used to be like billions upon billions of dollars a year that we were making as a country, as a part of our GDP or whatever, and it's collapsing. It's absolutely collapsing. I'm curious to see what the actual numbers end up being, but we're gonna have like probably a 30, 40, 50% reduction in the market, the travel tourism market, and that's wild. I wonder if that's just gonna be part of the future. Like, I wonder if that's just gonna be part of like what happens in the future. I don't know how to say your username. Abdagani, girl, you look so tea. Thank you so much. People are too polite, to be honest. If billionaires had to worry about workers vocally protesting, they probably wouldn't indulge so much, and that applies to family members of billionaires, etc. Yeah, so like billionaires are really profiting and like, okay, unionizing, organizing, people getting together to talk about these issues. That is what makes things worse for the billionaires. They kind of thrive in this like insulated environment. Like everyone's online, everyone's on social media. It kind of creates a bubble for everyone. Everyone's got like their own little social space bubble. They've got their own like whatever. And the issue with that is that like we are not able to effectively organize with our anger. Like there are a lot of people who are angry, but they take that anger and they type it in a comment section, or they take that anger and they stew online, they look at a meme or whatever. None of that, like back in the day, without the internet, if you were angry about a political issue, your only recourse, your only outlet for venting or for frustration or for energy was to like go to an event. Like you were angry about the state of working conditions, and you knew that there was a union meeting happening like next week on a Tuesday, and so you make plans and you go to that union meeting and you join the union and you become a part of the solution, and you take your energy and you funnel it towards something pragmatic, towards something that makes a difference. If we all did that, like if we all funneled our class tension energy, our if we funneled class solidarity towards a useful thing, there would be absolutely nothing they could do to stop us. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I think it was last year, there was like a dock worker strike. And I think that this actually happened during the transition from Biden to Trump. So like under Biden, they started this like dock worker strike. and then it transferred to Trump, and he like negotiated the end of the strike. I think actually Biden negotiated the end of the strike, and then like Trump like renegotiated or something like that. I don't really remember the exact details, but if you remember this happening, it created a panic, an absolute panic, because like I don't know how many workers there are. Let's just say there's like 1,200 dock workers, right? This small union, this union of workers, they control all of the flow of goods. Like they control capitalism. Like they have, if they were to stop working, our entire economy would collapse. It would just collapse. It would fall apart entirely. Okay. And so like they know that they have that power, and they leverage it, or they leveraged it to get better pay, to get better working conditions, stuff like that. So that's what we need, right? And that's what billionaires are really afraid of. They're really afraid of solidarity. They're really afraid of people taking their power and using it for good. Um, it's really frustrating because there's not a lot of power right now, but we need union. Like we need unions. Like honestly, really badly. I think out of all the stuff that we need to work towards in the future, we need to replace leadership. Like the Democratic Party, Schumer needs to go. Hakeem Jeffries needs to go. These people cannot be in charge of the party because they are killing any potential for change and growth from within. They are lobbyist bot, fat pig, fat cow politicians who are just eating good off of the suffering of the American people. I don't know why I'm so stuffy, but I really want to get involved in activism low key, but I genuinely don't know where to start. So yeah, so like I would say that you should try to get involved with organizations like let's say Progressive Victory is a good one. DSA, depending on what chapter you're looking at, can be pretty good. DSA is a little hit or miss sometimes because like certain chapters of DSA are like a little bit ineffective and a little bit like not the best. But you could be a part of making it better. So, what's the unionization rate in the US? Oh, I would be surprised if it's as high as 10 or 15%. I'd be willing to bet that it's like 4% unionization rate in the US. It's 10% actually. In 2024 it was 10%. Remaining near historic lows since 1983. Yeah, so 1983 we hit an all-time low. Oh, no, actually it's fallen since then. So like in 1983 it was 20%, and it's half of that now. It's half of that now. Oh my gosh. These numbers are terrible. This is an average based on public and private sector. Obviously, it's easier to unionize in a public sector, right? Like if you're working a public sector job, it's like illegal to union bust. And so like if you're working in a public government sector, it's a lot easier to form a union because they have a harder time fighting back against you. So public sector, 32%. 32% of public sector jobs are unionized. In the private sector, I'm curious what people think. Don't Google it, right? Like what is it? What percent of private sector jobs are unionized? Give me a guess. I'm curious what chat has to say. Mutual aid organizations also. Yeah, mutual aid, Progressive Victory, DSA, food banks, like there's actually a lot of things that you can do, and it's not even really as much like what you choose to do as much as it is that you choose to do something, right? Like so for me, for instance, I'm here right now talking to all of you. This is me doing something about it. This is me trying to do something about it, right? Like I'm trying to educate, I'm trying to inform, I'm trying to entertain, but I'm trying to be here as a way to influence. You know, I'm being an influencer. I'm trying to influence you to be more involved in politics, so that we can try to change the world for better, right? So that we can try to do some good, so that we can try to be more aware of why our lives are so difficult and why things are so freaking stacked against us right now. Sequana says 3%. It's 5.9%. Really, really bad. 5.9%. That's so low. That's so low. That's pathetic, honestly. That's so sad. And it's union busting, right? Like, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal, but like, you know, like there's all these sorts of ways to get around it, and it's really, really sad. Really sad. Unions are how we create democracy in the workplace. Exactly. Unions are just organized power. You're just organizing power in a workplace so that you have leverage against the ownership class, who, like, the owner class wants to like destroy your lives. Like, they want yachts, yo. Like, they want to milk they want your bonus money. They want all of that. One time an old manager got after me after I quit a job when he saw me at a gas station. Wait, for real? That's kind of hilarious, but also kind of scary. If that happened to me, I'd freak out on someone. If someone approached me in public and was like, "Rah!" I'd be like, "No, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye." Ma Cotton says, "Good to see your face. Good to see your username. Thank you for being here. It's good to see so many familiar faces, like absolutely Citron. I saw you there. I just don't see how any economy is going to last with working class people, the backbone, being pushed past our limits." You're right, and it won't work. It won't work. Like, it literally will not get better. And not only that, but like, it's gonna create a level of instability that's not tenable. It's not tenable. And that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. It's like you can tell the system has gotten away from the like wealthy people created a system that prioritizes the accumulation of wealth over all else, right? And like, it's very clear that system has gotten away from them, because if they were actually interested in like self-interest, like if the wealthy people centered their own self-interest over money, then they would sacrifice a little bit of wealth accumulation for the stability of a country or an economic system or a government or a society that takes care of people enough so that they don't have revolutionary desire, right? Like, revolutionary desire is built out of dissatisfaction from the status quo, from the norm, from the way that things are set up, from the current, like, in the current system, right? And so, like, if they centered their own self-interest, they would not have this issue. It's because, like, corporate culture has become like this it's like this overarching organized, it's like a mimetic organism, right? Like, in the quest for wealth accumulation, they have created this beast, this monster that exists, and this monster exists like only to accumulate wealth, no matter the cost. Like, its only desire, its only goal is to accumulate wealth. It doesn't matter if that's good or bad for the country. It doesn't matter if that's helpful or not helpful. It doesn't matter if it's stable or unstable. The only thing that matters is the centering of wealth accumulation. And like, it's it's not a systemic structure that is going to be able to continue. Like, it's not gonna work. It's gonna fall apart. It's gonna completely tear itself to shreds. They want to bring back federalism, called the PO. I also feel like many of these structures, white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, can't seem to last. It's just not sustainable. Wouldn't it all eventually come to a head? Yeah, it will. It certainly will. Like, we are flying towards the collapse of the entire U.S. structure. Like we have never been closer to the US losing power, as like losing the, you know, like the US is viewed as like the primary superpower in the world. We're about to lose that. Like that's about to be over. That's about to be history. That's about to be old news, you know? And like people are like, countries are moving away from the dollar, which like I don't blame them. We're losing trade, like soybean exports and stuff like that. Our exports are falling off a cliff. Tourism is falling off a cliff. If we lose if the US dollar is lost as the reserve currency, and if we lose that kind of power, then I mean, you know, China could become the next sole superpower. Like China could overtake us, and if anything, you could argue that China already has overtaken us. I mean, like if you look at certain metrics, at least, okay, look at like education, China's doing better than us. Look at infrastructure, China's doing better than us. Look at like if you look at a lot of different metrics, China has already overtaken us in terms of like very many aspects of society, and it's just uh, yeah, I mean, like it really feels like we consider America still the superpower because we do. Like it's not even really about the reality of the situation anymore. It's just the continuation of the idea that the US is supreme, when we're kind of not anymore. Like we're supreme in terms of like military might. Sure, like we have more bombs than anyone else, but like yeah. At least within our lifetime, apartheid was most violent towards the end. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Like it's more likely that things will seem stable until they're not. Like basically what we're heading towards, it's kind of like the Great Depression. Like things looked like they were actually really good right before the Great Depression. It was like a bubble bursting thing, right? So like things collapse. When things collapse, they collapse very quickly, and the effects happen very quickly. Like this insurance stuff that's happening, where like my insurance was going to go up 8 times. It was going to get 8 times more expensive. Like that is not that is a sign of a sick system. Like that is a sign of a system that is collapsing in front of our very eyes. You know what I mean? That's not sustainable. Like how many people are going to cancel their insurance? Like you have people bring, like, let's say there's 30 million people who are paying like $100 a month, right? That's like $300 million uh a year or whatever. Let's say those people lose their insurance. Like they can't afford the increase in price by like 10 times or whatever. So they cancel their insurance. So the insurance sector could lose $300 million worth of like profit and circulated money, just because they were forced to raise. They're not even forced to raise their prices. Let's be so fucking real. Oh god, it's a mess. It's a mess. The problem is all these people with degrees from a religious college that doesn't teach geology, they teach thinking the system is just honky dory. Yeah. Or Australia would be nice, you know. Oh, that's where penguins started evolving to what they are today. Oh, is that really true? I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't have insurance. Too much for getting nothing. I get that. I might not have insurance next year. I had insurance this past year, but it's gonna be so expensive that it's literally like I don't know. Not looking forward to the turn of the year. The main reason we became the sole superpower in the world is because we were the only countries not demolished by World War II. Yeah, like reparations. We weren't touched by like reparations for World War II or anything like that. So we were able to bounce back from the war without being crippled by the debt of the war. Yeah. Yeah, you're so right. Not looking forward to the turn of the year. I mean, next year could be the last year that Trump has any real power, right? Like next year, up until midterms, Trump has a lot of power. But after midterm, he might have essentially no power left after midterm. And honestly, it's kind of looking that way. Like it is really looking like Republicans don't even care to try to like prevent themselves from losing the midterm. Like they don't care. They don't care about the midterms. Like the Trump does not care about the future of the Republican Party. He cares about the future of himself and his money and his whatever. And so like he's going to use whatever leverage of power he has when he has it, while he has it. And next year, I mean, they're going to suffer the consequences of that. And like okay, this health insurance stuff. This alone is enough to get them completely draxed in the midterm. You think people are going to forget about their insurance getting 10 times more expensive by November? No. People, every single month when people have to pay that bill, they're going to resent Trump. They're going to say thanks Trump for this stuff that is happening. And like if they look it up, if they spend 5 seconds to look it up, they will see that the Republicans could have passed. I mean, that's what the shutdown was about, right? Like they could have passed these subsidies. It was like the Democrats, I guess you could say, sort of fought for it, but didn't. Like they fought for it, but then gave up or whatever. But like, yeah, like we could have had subsidies passed that would have circumvented this problem, but instead we have the reality that we're living in, which is the one where they picked the bad thing. See, like in the past, they would have passed the subsidy. Like in the past, the Republicans would have passed the subsidies because they would have known that would have been like they would need to do that to hang on to power. Like a lot of Republicans have a lot of constituents in their red states that will be negatively affected by these ACA subsidies lapsing, right? But they would have passed that in the past. Like a lot of Republican politicians, they do just enough to make it seem like they're not destroying the system, but they've given up on the visage of trying to, like, they don't try to do that anymore. Like there's no like I don't even, like, half the time nowadays I don't even see Republicans trying to spin what's happening. Like it's just like something bad happens and we just accept it because Trump, is what Republicans usually say. They're like, oh well, it's Trump, so the main reason, kind of random, but what if the trans movement militarized and we were under existential threat? Low-key scared that the FBI might snatch me up for saying this. I would say, okay, let me put it like this. If the trans movement, if we built an army of trans people, they would drone strike us and kill all of us, and then they would move on with their lives, and they'd be happy. They'd be so happy. They'd be like, wasn't that really sick that all those trans people like got together in a room and gave us plausible deniability? Like, we designated them as a terrorist group and then we drone striked all of them and now they're all dead. Like, first of all, there's literally nothing that any of us could do. Like, I don't care if you have guns. I don't care if you have any way of protecting yourself. It's not enough. You cannot stop tanks, planes, and drones from destroying you. Building an army, more like Black Panther approach. Well, that's what. Even then, like you're dead. Like you're already dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no hope of that. What we have hope of doing is like it. Basically, if things were to get bad enough, we would have to create like an underground railroad where we would have to help each other flee out of the country. Like it would be one of those things where it's like someone has a friend who lives in a different country who's able to who has enough wealth, who's able to help transition people out of the country. Like there would be like an underground railroad kind of thing. And that would be like where we would, oh, hey Grace. Hey there. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah, so I don't think flight is practical for lots of us. No, it's not. But if the other choice is genocide, then we'd have no choice. Like what I was saying earlier is that like fleeing is really not an option unless we were able to get asylum. Like if things got that bad in the United States and Canada was like, hey, We have an asylum program where if you're a transgender American, you can come to you can come to Canada, and we will guarantee that you will get across the border and that you will not be, sent back, and we'll try to figure something out. Like that is kind of the most likely scenario if things were to get really bad. And then from there, we would all have to figure out what to do. Our state, we have an underground railroad situation. A group of us have been making trips to Canada to establish connections, friendships, and routes for emergency. Yeah, like I have a friend who's in Canada, and she's already told me, like, hey, if things were to get really bad, like hit me up and we'll figure it out. Our state. Oh wait, I already read that. You got to make a stand at some point. Our enemy is wounded and shattered. Well, yeah, I'm making a stand right now. Like, I'm making a stand right now. Like, that's what I'm doing. You think I'm not scared making these YouTube videos when the government is literally saying, hey, maybe we should deport, maybe we should designate people like me as terrorists? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm already, like, I'm taking a big risk by saying all of this anti-Trump stuff, like, online. Like, I you know what I mean? So, like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm making a stand. I'm hoping that you all stand with me and that we can make a difference. Let's see what's going on here. Society has gotten too woke. We're never going back in the closet. You're right. You're right. And Abdikani, you said, I don't think they'll ever stop until we're exterminated. I don't think that we could easily be forgotten. No, it's not about being forgotten. It's not about being forgotten. It's about the fact that, like, our country is more woke than you think it is. Like, the general population has a knowledge that trans people exist, and bigotry is a subset of the population. It's not the majority. Like, the majority of people don't hate trans people. It's like how, you may think that TERFs are like this huge group of people, but there's probably like several thousand TERFs, like actual TERFs in real life. Like, it's not a big group of people. It's really not a big group of people. It's an incredibly small, vocal group of people. And the same thing with a lot of, like, transphobic individuals, is that they're just very vocal. They're good at making a lot of noise. And right now they have captured the attention of the zeitgeist. So, like, it's a small group that got attention, is making a big stink about things. But when they lose power, like when they lose the mandate of the populace, like the zeitgeist moves on from right-wing sloppyism that we're stuck in, those people are not going to maintain power. Like, if you think that PragerU, if you think that, like, what's that guy, Matt Walsh, if you think these people are going to maintain power after the next year or so, then you've got another thing coming. Like, they may maintain, like, a small audience, they may maintain, like, a platform, but, like, they're not going to have, like, this cultural influence that we have right now. Like, they're not going to be viewed as, like, cultural cornerstones or, like, big truth tellers or whatever. A lot of us are making these stands. I have a human rights abuse claim, and I'm scared as hell that if that case goes to trial, sometimes we pick a fight, fights also pick us. Yeah. I favor myself an opportunistic striker. I'm into fencing and know all too well that staying and fighting is more viable than fleeing. Well, I agree with that. I'm not saying that we should flee. I'm saying that if we did get to that option, then like, I think you're talking about, like, how I mentioned fleeing to Canada. I mentioned this before. Like, fleeing is not an option. If it were an option, that would be the option. But if it's not an option, right? It's not gonna happen. Let's take a quick. Oh, look at Freddy. Look at the baby boy. Isn't he so cute? Isn't he, like, the cutest? I'm, like, showing my tummy a little bit. Don't look. Don't look. But look at the baby boy. He's so cute. He's so sweepy. Honestly, I don't know how he's sleeping on that chair because it's like slanted. So Let's see what we got. But I would agree. I would agree that fighting is better than fleeing. Like we should try to make a stand for our rights, and we are. And I know someone who says this in real life, but like woke is gonna be so back. Like after the next election cycle, like woke is gonna be like the most back it's ever been. Like we're gonna have like military tribunals for people that leave their dogs outside during the winter. Like that's how woke we're gonna be. Like we're gonna be we're gonna be like it's gonna be woke is gonna be back big because like you have to understand that like the zeitgeist of America is very simple. And like we're gonna leave this era and people are gonna be like, okay, well, that conservatism garbage didn't work. So like let's try the opposite thing. Uh I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I do feel like there's never been so many people who are so aware and supportive of LGBTQ plus people, even if the amount who have hate us have gotten more screaming and violent. Yeah, that's actually like so I don't know how many of you have thought about this kind of thing, but like have you ever heard of the concept like the more you try to fight against something, the more you like manifest it happening? A lot of these people who have made such a big deal about trans people have like they have built up an awareness of trans people in the popular culture. Now, do people have a good conception of trans people? No. No. The general perception or stereotype of a trans person in an individual's mind is not necessarily a good one, but it's there. We exist in the popular zeitgeist. People are aware that we exist. Now, all we have to do is capitalize on that awareness. We have to take that awareness and say, like, hey, there are people that exist who are trans that aren't like these blue-haired, unhinged, woke scold leftists. Like they're just people. Like they're just people. They're not a stereotype, they're just people. And so like if you start like if people watch my channel, if people watch or they see Hunter Schafer, they see Abigail Thorne, they see other people, like they see popular trans people. I don't want to say I'm a popular trans person. That sounds like a little conceited, but like they see popular trans people that are just like normal people, like just living their lives, and they're like, oh, and it sort of dispels that stereotype for them, right? And so like the awareness is there, and the bigotry is not affirmed by reality. So like people will come into a situation with slightly bigoted stereotypes, and then reality will disprove the stereotypes, and they'll be like, oh, well, shoot. Now, some people won't accept that. Some people they will remain bigoted, but that won't actually be the majority of the country. It'll be a small minority. It's like racism, you know. There will continue to be racists, but you know we desegregated, and like people are just they have to just deal with that, you know. Like they have to accept the reality of. Okay, so a big way many of us can make a stand is unionizing our apartment complex. That's a really smart idea. Yeah, talk to your neighbors. Talk about getting together and unionizing your apartment complex. That's a really smart idea. These high schools really instill bigotry. If you don't find alternative thinkers quickly after you graduate, you are doomed to stay in the Fox Sports mindset till you're old. I found Terrence McKenna 10 out of 10. Actually, Terrence McKenna's I've read some of his books. Smart guy. I haven't read a lot of his stuff in a long time. Actually, I wonder what he was. He was probably pro LGBTQ, but I don't really remember. The best defense is a good offense. The greatest offense is a strong defense at the end of the day. PragerU has a job for as long as ExxonMobil stays open. Hey, Cooking with Silence. Good to see you. True, I agree. I just feel like the general population is generally apathetic to trans folk for worse or for better. I just feel like we've already gained so much visibility. I doubt we'll really go back. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like we have the visibility. Like it's not going to go away. But what I'm saying is that like the negative built-in stereotyping and the bigotry and that stuff, like that is a subset of the population. It's not a big part of the population. And yeah. So, also for those here currently in debt, look into the debt collective and other debtor unions. That's also really smart. I was saying to others who may be scared oh, overly, it isn't until it is, not you. Oh, okay. Anyone who has anxiety about the future, I love you, and I need you to be strong. Oh, it's a nice message. Woke 2, The Awakening, and Stonewall 2, Electric Boogaloo. Boogaloo. Maybe resistance is a more accurate term than fighting, since we'll mostly be trying to subvert this administration to survive. True, but we already made it through 1 year, and there's less than a year to go until they lose power. Lose legislative power, that is. To be honest, it already is. I already converted normies on my bus route from small talk. They tell me their economic woes, and I ask if my trans healthcare being deprived helps them. That being said, I'm like 6'6", so if they disagree, I doubt they'd be honest. Well, you'd be surprised. Like, height can definitely be an intimidation thing, but some people don't care about that. Like, if you're a trans girly, I doubt they're afraid of you because of your height. You know what I mean? They probably view you as like weak if you're trans. More trans people than ever have had the courage to come out and be themselves in the face of this culture war. It's existential. Yeah. Yeah. So I really appreciate you saying that, Citron. Like, talking to people, reminding them that like things are getting worse, and is it the fault of trans people? No, it's not the fault of trans people. If anything, the things that are getting worse, it's because trans people aren't making it better. Like, trans people generally like want what's better for everybody, right? Like trans people generally, like, I think most trans people want healthcare for all. They want everyone to have healthcare. They want everyone to have job opportunities. They want everybody to have like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not this like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Apathy is better than fuming hatred. Unionized apartment living. I love that idea so very much. Push back against the slumlords. Yeah, that's a great idea. Honestly, I don't know why I've never heard of that before, but the idea of unionizing as an entire apartment complex is so good. That's such a good idea. Peace and happiness. I agree. Thank you so much for saying that. Hope you're not too cold over there. It's chilly, but the sweater's nice and warm, so I've been okay. Layering has been like a great thing for me. Oh, the audacity of us transes not carrying the economy. Yes, exactly. Us being blunt is super important. That being said, all y'all be safe and consider the situation at the moment. Yes, of course. Yeah. And like, I've talked to people about that before. Like, when I had a job, I was working in food service, right? Like, there were times where I told people, I was like, things are so much harder for me as a trans person, and they're just like blaming everything on us, and like, it's really unfair. And like, let me be clear, I worked with a lot of conservatives. Like, a lot of people I worked with voted for Trump, right? I live in Ohio. I live in a deep red area of Ohio. It's like, it's just the reality of the place that I live in. And I had extremely conservative people being like, girl, you are a human, you are valid, and like, no one can take that away from you. Like, your suffering is not warranted. Like, you do not deserve this treatment, and like, you deserve to just live your life. Like, you deserve to just have the peace that like everyone has. Like, these were conservatives saying these things, like literally telling me that like they support me being trans and living my life and all that stuff. So like, yeah, like, it's a really interesting thing, but it's the reality of the situation that like, if you talk about it with people, if you help them understand the reality of the situation, and that like, if they meet a real trans person and that person gives them an idea of like the real suffering that people go through, a lot of people will end up on your side. Like, I actually want to talk about this a little bit. I have a friend who is in jail right now because her TERF ex-wife basically, this is really hard to talk about. I have a friend who has an ex-wife who's a TERF, and she took her to court over a really, really stupid thing. So like, after they separated, the ex-wife, the TERF, she got a restriction, um like a restraining order or like a protection order for the kid. So my friend is like not allowed to see her kid, right? And like I think one of the kids had access to like a Netflix account or like some like video account or something that my friend had. And because they had access to that, the ex-wife assumed that there had been like contact or that they had been like communicating back and forth, which they hadn't really. And she took her to court over it, and she got sentenced to like 12 days in jail. So like I have a trans friend who is in jail right now because of transphobia, because someone took her to court over it, and it's really sad. It's really frustrating. Like it shows that like bigots can have power, like they can do things, and it can be really bad, and it can be really scary. Um, but I do want you all to know that even in this situation, like the Trans Unity Coalition got behind her, like had her back. Like I wish I could have had her back more. I felt really bad that like I've been in this really unstable. This all happened really recently, and I've been like, you know, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for work, how I'm gonna make ends meet, all that stuff. I have not had the energy, money, or time to like do anything about it other than just like message her and be like, I'm so sorry, this is so fucked up, like this is so messed up. I really hope she's safe too. I'm really worried that she's suffering. I'm sure she's suffering, and I'm really worried that it's scary for her. It's only 12 days, so it's not even 2 full weeks, but like that's a long time. Like if you're in jail, that's a long time, you know. That's really brutal, and I feel so bad for her. um but you have to understand that like this all happened because of an incredibly hateful individual. Like this ex-wife is not the norm. She's just an incredibly bigoted, terrible person, and like my friend just got extremely unlucky. Extremely unlucky. But yeah, I like honestly, like okay, so like what the point that I was trying to make there is that like the worst things that will happen to us will be not as a direct result of like the Trump administration or whatever. It'll be like the worst things that will happen will be because of transphobia and bigotry that has been allowed to fester in society from individuals. And I just have a feeling that like in 4 years or in 5 years, if this court case had happened later, it would have been thrown out. Like I feel like if this happened later on, uh this kind of stuff, like the outcome would have been different. And it just like the timing and everything is just all really bad. I hope she makes it out. Me too. I'm really scared for her. I'm going to try to visit her as soon as she's out. I was gonna try to write her a letter, but I don't think it's gonna get there in time before she's out. And I really, really hope that she gets through it okay. Hopefully she's like gets sent like a book or something that she can read, try to stay occupied. I'm really worried that she got thrown in a guy's jail. I'm really worried. This shit is tough for trans women. It's why I did my best to help out Marcy. Yeah, so I heard that Marcy's case got thrown out like forever ago, which is really good. So like that's an example of it going in the better direction, right? Um, being trans and in jail sucks so much. I had 36 hours in solitary confinement. Just a day and a half left me with some trauma. Iowa jail. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you were you had jail stuffs happen to you. It's not good. It's yeah, it's you'd be surprised how quickly it can harm you. I would be horrified if I got taken to a jail. Can't tell you how many people In bars, I piss off because I stand up for others. Did they forgot to file paperwork? Yeah. The paperwork. That's what it was. I was trying to remember. She almost went to men's prison. Yeah, I know. It's she dodged a bullet, and I'm really glad that she was able to dodge that bullet. I almost feel like the prosecution failed to file the paperwork on purpose. Maybe they felt like this was just like a dumb case. I kind of accepted being alone at my age. Oh, okay. Yeah. So on a light note, do you drink Monster? If you do you have a favorite flavor? So I don't really drink Monster, but recently I checked the ingredients on the rehab ones. Like I used to drink the Monster rehabs all the time, like the tea ones. And I had one recently and it was actually really good. And it didn't make me feel like garbage. So I might start getting those more often. The rehab ones, those are pretty good. I can't drink the white Monster, like the stereotype Monster that everyone drinks. There's this ingredient in stuff called erythritol. Let me see if I can spell it. Erythritol. How do you spell that? Nope. That's not right. Erythritol. There it is. Wait. Erythritol. It's a sugar alcohol. Yes. Yeah, there we go. I copy pasted it in the chat. I don't know how to say it, but if they did a study on this sugar alcohol, right? It's like a really common sugar alcohol that's used in a lot of sugar-free drinks nowadays. It increases your stroke risk by 10 times. It's essentially like a clotting agent. Like it thickens your blood. It's really bad for you. It's really bad for you. Like it's worse than drinking sugar. Like you might as well just, at that point, you might as well just drink the sugar. Oh, I accidentally woke Fred up. He's like, what do you want, Mom? Sorry, buddy. Good boy. So yeah, I would recommend avoiding that ingredient at all costs. Please, if you check your energy drink and it has that ingredient in it, I beg you, please try something else. Please try something else. It's also known to cause cancer. Yeah, it's really bad. And actually, Control Alt Democracy, you said sugar alcohol is bad for your gut biome. I know a lot about biology. Yes. You should definitely consider the fact that sugar alcohols are really bad for you. The reason why is because your body cannot break it down. So like your body is unable to digest and break it down, which means that it passes through your system undigested, and your liver will try to filter it out. It might or it might not, but it's a stressor on your liver. And then if it ends up in your gut, it goes into your gut undigested. So like this sugar alcohol goes through your whole system, and then it enters into your gut, and bacteria will feed on it. Like unhealthy bacteria will feed on it. It causes all sorts of imbalances in your gut biome. It makes you feel really bad. It feeds bad bacteria. It's really bad. It's not good for you. So like try to if you're gonna drink a sugary drink, try not to go sugar free, right? Like sugar free is usually worse. If you just have to yeah. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. I know a lot of people don't know this. And I try to tell people, because like a lot of these drinks, they seem really like unassuming, you know, like what's that one brand? Alani uses exclusively erythritol or whatever. I don't know how to say it, but they use that sugar alcohol like all the time. Like it's the one they use in it. And Alani is like, I mean, I love the way Alani tastes. I think Alani tastes super good, right? But it's really bad for you. It's really really bad for you, and it's marketed as a healthier option, which is what's really dangerous about it. Like, if you're drinking an energy drink and they say, "Hey, this is a healthier option," like you need to check what sugar alcohol they're using. Um, Sugar in moderation isn't bad. Yeah, if you're drinking an energy drink, you're better off just getting the normal energy drink with the sugar in it. Like 20-30 grams of sugar is better than a sugar alcohol. And it's just something that you have to like be conscious about. So like I know it's a meme in the trans community that the white monster, the sugar-free monster, everyone's obsessed with it. But that's actually like it's actually like one of the worst it's like one of the worst monsters. So just be careful. Southern Comfort and Sundrop all day and night, next day drinking beers and then stop till I puke. Ew. I don't drink. Honestly, it destroys me. I've been trying to steer clear of Monster energy drinks in general, but I've been drinking them again here and there. Most of the juice Rehab Monsters just poison. Yeah, so Monster Rehab has sucralose in it, which I think is better than like erythritol, but it's still not good. I think the reason why sucralose is okay, it's not okay, but it's like, yeah, so sucralose is an artificial sweetener. It's 600 times sweeter than sugar. And oh, emerging research suggesting potential gut biome impacts. And yeah, well, as far as I'm aware, sucralose is kind of okay because it's so sweet they have to use almost none of it in a product. Like if you're drinking a product with sucralose in it, it has an extremely small quantity of it, and so it's like you're drinking something bad, but it's just not as bad. Um, because it's just, you know, not, yeah. Sorry, hold on. Let me keep up on chat here. I just got in the conversation. I'm frightened and crying for your friend. I was put in a holding cell with men back and that assaulted me. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1988. Carol, I'm so sorry. That's horrendous, and I'm really sorry that that happened to you. I really hope my friend is okay. I'm gonna try to get in contact with her as soon as she's out and try to get, you know, get some time to spend with her. Hopefully she's gets through it okay. I've only been drinking water for 6 months. Never knew it was possible to miss Sprite this much. You know what, Sputnik? When I stopped drinking soda after about like 6 to 8 months, I tried drinking soda again, and I thought I would really love it. But like, if you stop drinking soda for a long time, it tastes bad. Like to me, at least, it tastes like bad, like worse. So maybe you'll try it again, and you'll be like, dang, this really isn't even that good. Uh, I have a bad reaction to caffeine. I don't even want to know how my bad reaction would be to taurine and gorine. Yeah, fair enough. My primary drinks are water, coffee, tea, occasionally juices. Sucralose is made from sugar, if I recall correctly. Yeah, sucralose is made from sugar, but it's like it's like it's not sugar. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of corporations use the word healthy as a marketing ploy. Yep. Taurine is what the other one starts with a G. I don't remember what it's called. Agree with you. I love food science, but corporate food science is scummy. Oh, it for sure is. They don't care about your health at all. They just want profit. They want the cheapest ingredients so they can make the most money. He's baby boy begging for attention. Baby boy. Yes, he is. They want their coin. But random question for the chat. Am I the only beehive honeybee here? Oh, do you you use honey? I love honey. I use honey for most of my sweeteners for like tea and stuff. Carbonic acid is awful for your teeth too. Yeah, you know what's really funny is I when I go to the dentist, they always tell me that my teeth are like super good. They're like, "Whoa, your teeth are so healthy. Like, how are your teeth so healthy?" And I stopped drinking soda like in high school, and I have never I just never touched soda since. And I'm 100% sure that the reason why my teeth are as good as they are is because I stopped drinking soda. I think that's pretty much it. What's crazy is that I never have had that. I've always craved it, even a year out, and typically something happens where I get stressed or whatever, I start craving one. Then I have not one but like 100. Oh, really, Vem? That's really interesting. It just ended up being like I just ended up like not like I used to love soda. Like Sprite used to be refreshing, but now if I drink a Sprite, it's like, oh God, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Like honestly, actually, maybe it's more than just cutting out soda. Maybe you have to cut out like most sugar to stop craving it. Like I don't really drink a lot. Like I don't consume a lot of sugar. I'll eat like dessert or whatever sometimes, but like I don't like sugary drinks. Like I really don't do sugary drinks. Cut out corn syrup from your diet will make everything else so much sweeter and better, and then the corn syrup becomes too much. Less sugar all around is better. Yeah, exactly. I drink coffee and tea mostly. Cherry salted water. After I stopped drinking soda, I stopped getting heartburn. Yeah, that's a big thing too. The only soda I drink is Jones or Herditos. Interesting. I don't know anything about those brands really. I went cold turkey on sugar like 2 years ago, and you eventually just don't miss it. Yep, true. Very true. When I was on the paleo diet, no sugar, no carbs. I continued to eat like a couple carbs. Like I ate rice and potatoes, but those were the only carbs I let myself have. And yeah, you adjust, and yeah. Yeah. Used to I have used honey in a few ways, not easy to work with for cooking. Okay, I'm gonna listen to everything you say, Leah. I'm gonna make some radical changes. Well, yeah, I mean, do what works for you. You know, everyone's different. Everyone's got a different body. Everyone's got a different way that they need to go about things. So, like, do whatever works for you. I'm giving some general advice, but you know, everyone's gonna have to go about it in a different way. Everyone's gonna have a different situation. So, don't take what I say for gospel, but I do appreciate that that you're learning something from what I'm saying. I used to make mead from Costco honey. It tastes like Italian wine. It was good stuff. You were supposed to age it. That never happened because it was so good. Yeah, I've had mead before. It is really good. It's very sweet. Very sweet. My sweet tooth exists only for food, but not for drinks. I would agree with that. Like I love ice cream. I love ice cream, but like I do not like sugary drinks. Uh I wish I didn't love sugar so much. It's so evil. Oh, that's the thing about it. Like that's the thing about sugar. Like honestly, like I feel like sugar is like the closest like you know how Christians talk about like Satan basically? Like sugar is like Satan. It's like this great temptation that like you know, it makes you think that it's okay cuz it's so good. Like it tastes so good. It's so pleasurable. Like you get this feeling you're like this has to be good cuz it tastes so good. Like you unfortunately you cannot post links in the chat. But yeah, you know how like Christians talk about Satan as like the great temptation or whatever. Like sugar is like the perfect example of that. Like if Satan exists, Satan is sugar. Like candy is Satan. I apologize if like if anyone's religious and they're listening to me and they think that I'm like making fun of religion, I apologize. I'm like not trying to make fun of religion right now. I'm like actually trying to make a point. So I apologize if that came off wrong, but try to understand what I'm, you know what I mean? I live in Somalia, and the amount of soda I drink was reduced. After returning to the States, I sort of lost my appetite for most snacks and soda. Fair enough. I used to drink 2 liters of soda a day when I was younger. I'm glad I lowered my soda consumption. Yeah, 2 liters a day is a collision course with like diabetes. I just live off of lemonade, tea, water, peach iced tea. Fair enough. Kind of freak about your health. I feel that. Like I care very, very much about my health. I take a lot of steps to try um to stay healthy. I'm actually dating one of your chat mods. I'll send her the article and have her send it to you. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sugar is more addictive than a class 1 drug. Yes, true. You're goofy. It's a great point. Sugar breaks down into ALK. Wait, I mean, you got a point. What's ALK? Oh, ALC. Oh my. God, that's funny. Darn, no heroes of Hyrule. Looks like it's all heathens in the chat. Sugar is hella addictive because it was something that got our ancestors could almost never get. Alcohol. Yeah. Sugar is really addictive because, like, you know, like evolutionarily, like back in the day, if you found a piece of candy on the ground, that was like calorie dense foods were like such a blessing back in the day. And now they've become like a curse, right? And that's kind of the weird thing about it, is that for the longest time, it was a good thing, and now it's a really bad thing because we're not burning as many calories. We have more access to food in general, so we don't need to overconsume calories in like one sitting. Like, we used to like eat a bunch of calories all in one sitting, and that was like the what you would do, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what? Actually, I just realized that my profile picture on YouTube is like super old. Like, it's actually from before I cut my hair. And so I really need to update my profile picture here on YouTube. I'm gonna do that real quick. I don't really remember how to do that. Yeah, I don't really know how to do that. Setting? Maybe I should do this later. I thought it was gonna be really easy. Maybe that's why I haven't done it yet. How do I like update my Oh, oh, okay. Found it. I'm just gonna use the selfie from today because I think it's a cute selfie. Boom. Kind of weird to see the difference between like my old selfie and my new selfie. It's like pretty different. Like that selfie is really old. Probably like a year or so ago at this point. I think it is. Okay, I think if I refresh, it'll be it hasn't updated yet, but I'm sure it will. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? Food tastes so much better when you cut out all the overly processed garbage. Yep. Yeah, food does taste better when you try to eat a cleaner diet. Hello there, Kawasaka. Manual farm work was incredibly taxing in calories. Yes. Yeah, like farmers consume like 4,000 calories when they wake up. So you can afford to eat like 300-400 calories a day as a youth. Yeah. Pagans are the best, and I say that as a staunch atheist. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm like an eclectic pagan. I'm not really an atheist. I'm actually trying to lose weight, but it's really hard because I have trouble with saying no to food because there's too much food. I get that. I have I have like a little bit of a food trauma. Like I had food insecurity when I was younger, and so like I ended up like I would uh like I have a hard time, like if there's food put in front of me, I like I have to eat it. Like I can't, like I if I waste it, I it makes me feel really 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 bad about myself. Did I thought I oh, I think I had to go through 2FA to change my profile picture. There we go. Er, it's supposed to be updated. I don't know. Maybe it just takes time. I'm gonna go ahead and copy paste my link tree a few times here in the chat. Oh, that was not the right thing. Copy pasted your Erythritol. So funny. Hold on. Oh my god. How do I scroll? There we go. There we go. Where is... Wow, chat. You guys are so active. Kind of awesome. I love, like, I gotta take a second to appreciate you all. It's really amazing how active everyone in chat is, and like how, like, I love this community. I'm really thankful for all of you. It's kind of wild that I can like not stream for as long as I went without streaming, and you're all just like, yo, and like we're just back at it, you know. I want to start building the community back up. Like I really want people to start uh but here we go. I'm pasting my link tree in there. My Discord's in there. My Patreon is in there. Again, this is now going to be like one of my main sources of income. So it would be super duper amazing if you all could support me, or at least just share share my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, bell notification, all that stuff be really helpful. I'm going to have like, the algorithm is going to be really mad at me for like probably a month. Like I'm going to have a really hard time this first month. I'm probably going to have really bad views. Things are probably going to be really rough for my channel. So if you all could help me bust out of this little slump that I'm going to be in, that would be super awesome. Like I've lost, I've like lost a steady stream of subscribers over the past month or two, and the algorithm is going to just not push my content. So please, please, please help me out however you can. That would be really, 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 really great. Playing cassette beasts and eating some rice and beans. What's cassette beast? I've never heard of that. It's great to hang with you. Oh, thank you, Serverlos. Really nice. Because you're that girl. I'm all into Hinduism. They have good meditation yoga, and the gods are referred to as being trans. Like the main god is called the Lord of Dance, who is half woman. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love Hinduism too. Like, I feel like a lot of Eastern stuff, like Buddhism and Hinduism, it's less of like a cult, and it's more of like a metaphysics. Like Eastern religions tend to be like really metaphysical in nature. It's really interesting. Oh, is it pronounced Leah or Lee? It's Leah. My name is Leah Passanetti. That's how you say my name, Leah Passanetti. I'm gonna try to say my name more often, because like honestly, a lot of people like don't even know how to say my name. And Passanetti, that's how you say my last name, Leah Passanetti. That's it. There you go. I appreciate the Discord. Stop there most every day. That's awesome. Like we've seen, it's kind of like it's been a little quiet in there because I've been really inactive. So like Discord's been kind of inactive. But we do have a really great Discord, and I would really appreciate if everyone were to click my link tree and check out the Discord. We've got a lot of people in there. It's very friendly, and it would be great. It would be great to see more people in there, more active, just like hanging out, vibing, chilling, enjoying the thing or whatever. I would like to say, like, I'm not really directly in control of my Discord. So Yeah, I just want to be clear about that. Like I sort of have a team that handles all that. Um, so I try to engage with the Discord. Like I try to chat, pop in there as much as I can, but uh hey, Stella is my chosen name. I've been using it for a week. Pronouns are she, her. Welcome. Oh, thanks for being here, Stella. And thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Stella is a really cute name. That's a super cute name. You picked a really good one. So congratulations. I'm glad that you're finding yourself and you're moving forward with things and you're yeah, it's super awesome. Thanks for being here. Yeah, go on the Discord. It's cute. I agree, Olive. It's great Discord. It'd be great if we had more people in there, just keep it active, all that stuff. As a trans guy stuck in Red, Kentucky, I always really appreciate your streams and discussions. Happy to see you're back. Oh, thank you so much. How do you say your name? Halson or Halls? Halls in Big Natural? I'm not sure. Hall? I don't know. But yeah, so happy to see you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. That really means a lot to me. Samantha Lux is another amazing trans YouTuber. She posts pretty regularly and streams on Twitch. Yeah, I love Samantha Lux. I think that she's done a lot for the community, and it's really awesome. Um, actually, Samantha Lux subscribed to me one time. She subscribed to me. I actually like I geeked out so hard. I geeked out so hard when that happened. I like honestly I could not get over that. That was really, really sweet and it meant a lot to me. Yummy ads? Did you get served an ad? Cuz like I have it on I'm supposed to I have to like insert ads, you know? Like manually. And so did you get an ad just like normally? Cuz I have not clicked that button once yet. I'm just gonna call you Princess Leah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Ashlyn, that's a really cute name. Bobtailed. That's really cute. Do you want me to call you Ashlyn? I'll do that if you want. Like, I don't know. I just call you Bobtailed. I didn't know your name or anything. BG3 reference? Oh, you mean the name? Yeah, I would assume so. Would I calls in like in BG? Okay, cool. She's so smart and pretty. Yes. Now you're here. Oh, Amber, did you got an ad? Cause I'm supposed to have to manually I think I have to like manually insert ads. Which speaking of which, I'm gonna do that real quick. So I'm gonna keep talking and everything. Like last time I did like an ad break or whatever. But let me just hit the insert ad button and we'll just kind of chat for a little bit. Just chill and chat. So you guys might get some ads, just warning you. You're on mobile and I gave you 3 ads. That's so bizarre. I'm honestly shocked by that because I'm supposed to have to manually do it and it's I love Carlock so much. Oh my god, I love Carlock too. She's amazing. But that's when you entered the stream. Huh. What from Jamie? I need to correct. Gotcha. If you can remember. Oh, I can probably remember that. I'm not very good with names, but for like regulars and stuff, it's pretty easy to remember. Like Bobtailed, you're in here, or Ashlyn, sorry. You're in here enough. Like I feel like I should be able to remember that. If someone like is only in here every once in a while, then yeah, it might be kind of hard for me to remember, but like I can remember, Sora's name is Amber. I can remember that. Could you re-add roll me on YouTube with manager? Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me how do I do that? Hold on. How do I do that? I think you already are. It says that you're a managing moderator, which I think is like the same thing. hold on. Community moderation, settings, user management. Yeah, so we have standard moderators and managing moderators. And Amber, you are definitely a managing moderator. I don't I'm looking at the list of of hidden users, and one of the hidden users is all caps never goon. Never goon. Never. Oh my gosh, some of these names. What the heck? I don't remember hiding these people. Oh, this must be like people that were hidden by mods. Wow. It's actually kind of a long list, unfortunately. Holy crap, that's a lot of people. Ew, someone with a One Piece. Really weird. Let's see what's going on here. Last time I tried stuff, it just let me do regular mod stuff. I don't know. You're gonna have to look that up. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. The bigot graveyard. Yeah. Still debating a middle name. The ones on the docket are Elizabeth, Edith, Edwina, Elios, Evelyn, or Eleanor. I really like Evelyn. I feel like Jamie Evelyn sounds really good. Well, Leah, you're off. All right, see ya, Brian. I hope you have a great one. Thanks for engaging. Thanks for chatting. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who's been here. Yeah, and if you're heading out, like, I hope you have a great one. I'm gonna hit the add button again, just so you know. So the add button has been clicked. It is now doing the thing. Yeah, so we're all right. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what I'm gonna start with. Edith is a really good name. Yeah, I really like Edith too. Elios is actually what I haven't seen very much, but it's good. Are you streaming on Twitch also? Yeah, so Amber, I had some really weird issues with Restream. I think it was just me not knowing how to use it, if I'm being totally honest with you, but I'm gonna look into it. So what got me really confused is that I made a stream lobby and then I started streaming on Restream and it like made a new lobby. And so like the lobby that everyone was sitting in like wasn't live, but there was like a different live lobby, and it just like it got really confusing. But it's in Discord, do you have a little calendar event repeat for when you stream? There's a channel where my content gets posted and I ping when I'm live. So we have that, but I did not have an actual streaming schedule before, but now that I do have a streaming schedule, I will make sure to put that in the Discord. So I'll have the mod team implement that after stream, but kind of what I'm thinking for now is like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably like 4 to 7, 5 to 8, you know? Like, does that work for everybody? Like, I'm thinking like early evening, so like it's like near the end, people are like, you know, getting ready to leave work or whatever. I mean, if you're second shift, you're going into work, but like 5 to 8, 4 to 7, around that, like that time zone or that time span is like when I'll stream. I'm thinking like 3 to 4 hours per stream. And like, so this time we did not do any segments. Like there was no video segment stuff done, but I'm gonna figure it out. So next stream on Wednesday, I'm gonna try to do a video segment, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna try to put up a video of the segment. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll have a stream, and then I'll also probably have a video. Either that, or what I'll do is like streams will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Videos will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That might be what I do. Oh, geez. I am most likely to join streams that start earlier in the day because work is boring, but I come in anyways. Olive, like, is this stream time like good for you? Like, is this generally good for you? I don't know. I always Judith was a pretty name, kind of an older name, not too common. Yeah, Judith is a really uncommon name. Laughs and premium. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and hit insert ad again. Just letting you guys know. So like, yeah, so like what I'll probably do is to try to make it a little more viewer friendly. I'm gonna do 0 ads throughout the entire stream until we get to like the end when I'm sort of just chatting with you all and just hanging out and everything. I'm gonna like, I'm gonna add, I'm gonna do the ads all at the end. Like, so the ads will all be pushed right at the end. That way people who are here supporting have a chance to do that. Discord, what's that? Discord is like Skype, but like for the future. So I'll be a drive time evening DJ. Yes. Yeah, while you're all getting off work and driving home from work, I will entertain you. And while you're getting ready for dinner, I will also entertain you. But yeah, Discord is really cool. It's kind of like it's like a little social media app. It lets people organize into communities and stuff. So you can check it out if you want. It's a little confusing at first. If you have any questions about it, feel free to like message me on Discord. I can help you like figure out how to work it, how to make the thing go. If you're interested. So filming segments while streaming, then posting later, like Riverboat Jack style. Yeah, exactly like Riverboat Jack. Yeah, I mean that's like I'll be so honest with you, like that's who I was thinking about when I was when I was thinking about that. That's exactly who I was thinking about. I hope she's been doing well. I actually noticed that Riverboat Jack has been posting a lot of. Did I get their pronouns right? Hold on, I got like really scared there. I always get like freaked out because there was this one YouTuber who I thought I knew their pronouns, but I didn't. And that was really embarrassing. Just want to make sure, is it they, them, or she, her, or... I don't see anything immediately. She, her? Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, chat. You ran into her... It ran into her in public. She's so nice. Aw. I mean, Riverboat Jack, she does seem really nice. She seems really genuine and really nice. Like, I would honestly love to do collabs with her sometime. I think it would be really cool to like do like a stream together where we like chat. Like we're both streaming, we just hang out and chat. That'd be really cool. If anyone's in Riverboat Jack's community and you want to like put out some feelers and see if she'd be interested in doing that, I'd be down. Be super down. I use Discord a lot for running and playing Pathfinder 2e and World of Darkness games. Yeah, it's really great for organizing that kind of stuff. Jack does good work encouraging people to get organized. Yeah, I've watched her content. I think that she does really good work. Hey Leah, I've been around a few times. Just finished 6 months on the library board. It's been eye-opening. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Serena, were you the one who got elected into public office, right? Didn't you run and you got elected as an open trans woman, as like a library board of director or something like that? Am I getting that right? Are you the same person that I'm thinking of who posted about that in Discord? I think she's on break at the moment. Hope she's well. Oh, really? I thought I saw videos come out from her recently. Maybe I'm or maybe she just started break recently. Yeah, you're a trustee on your library board. I remember you posting about that. That was such a cool thing that you were able to run and get elected, and that was really cool to see. I really hope that has been good. I'm sure that it's been a little bit not good. Like, you know, being involved in the system, like it's undeniable that the system is broken. So I'm sure that you've had to contend with the fact that the system is kind of garbage, poo-poo garbage. And I hope it hasn't crushed your soul. I hope you're still able to continue forward with like being involved and everything. I just hit the add button, by the way. The reason why I'm letting you know that I hit the add button is because I'm curious how often it actually adds the ads. Like, I don't know if it actually pushes ads every time I hit the button or whatever. I don't know how long I have to wait between hitting the button. I don't know how any of that works. But Grace is an MPLS organizer, even helped out with the MPLS Trend Prom last summer. Wonder if we ran into each other. Yeah, Grace does a lot of really good stuff. Amazing person. And like Grace has had like a really hard run of things the past year or two, and she still has made time and given energy to the community, and I really gotta shout Grace out for that. Um like amazing work, and a really kind lovely lady, and I appreciate having her here. So I've not gotten ads, but that could be a Brave thing. That might be a Brave thing. Some of the other trustees are a trip, but being in a blue state is definitely helpful. Yeah, I'm sure being in a blue state makes it a little less horrible. Um my name is Grace, but my friends do call me amazing. That's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah. Also, I'm like really glad that your housing insecurity has been resolved for now. I don't know if that's like a long-term thing, but Grace, it's like really great to see that you're able to live in a real place and like have your own space and safety. Like that's honestly like I was worried about you a lot. And it's really nice to know that you're not still living in your car. I'm sorry, I actually don't I apologize if you didn't want me to say that on stream. I did not know if that's okay for me to share, and I shared it. Uh so I'm sorry if that was not okay. Should probably ask about that before I say it on stream. All right. So Minnesota is so nice. She posted recently, but not been live since 5 days ago. Okay. I don't know how often she actually posts. So I've been living in a long-term housing first initiative program. The Subaru life was quite a bit, but I have my own place. Yeah. Yeah. I need to add my Twitch account to my link tree. Just realized that. Just hit the add button. It's okay. I'm fairly open about the struggles and successes. It's important to find our joy all around us. Joys with their fight. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I felt bad because like some people, like it might be like embarrassing, or they might like not want it to be talked about. So I next time I'll make sure to to ask someone before I share like that kind of stuff on stream. But I appreciate you being understanding about it and being so open and willing to talk about it. Cause yeah, like we gotta talk about the struggles that people are going through, and like people need to know that like, people have struggles, and like it's not easy. Um Joy is worth the fight. That's so true. That's so true. So true. I've been having a great time hanging out with you all. This has been a lovely stream. I have to admit this to you all. I just hit the add button, by the way. I have to admit this. Every time I am about to stream, I get really nervous. I'm like really worried that no one's gonna show up, and that like it's gonna be like really like I'm just gonna be like sitting here staring at my screen, and like, you know what I mean? Like there's just fear that it's gonna be terrible and awful, and nothing good is gonna happen, and everyone's gonna like just ignore me or whatever. But this, like every time I stream, I get proven wrong, and it really makes me happy. It really warms the heart. So I really appreciate you all for the support, for being here. It does mean a lot to me, like a lot, and yeah, I really appreciate that. The other interesting thing that popped up in my backyard, I'm in the district cat Abugazela, Abuga, Abuga. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be American right now. I'm not trying to be an American, but I'm having a really hard. I don't know how to say that last name. Her primary is coming in March. I don't know who that is. Who cat is? I have to redirect my cat's paws all the time. He never puts the dang claws away. I think that's normal for every streamer, YouTuber. Feel free to hit me up on Discord. Oh yeah. I'm subscribed to you and I watch you whenever I see you on. Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Like hitting the like button, watching, maybe tell a couple friends about me or something like that. That all really helps a lot. Talked about it earlier, but this is going to be like my full-time income now. Like this is what I'm going to be doing this as my job. Uh Plus a couple other things. I'm going to have like 3 different revenue streams hopefully. YouTube, like content creation being one of them. Hopefully get back into massage therapy, and then also hopefully I will um be able to make ends meet with like some performance gigs helping out. I'm gonna post my link tree, which has my Patreon, it has my Discord in it. You're all more than welcome to jump in there. My girls love to jump on my other girls when I'm doing things. Nice. Plus you have all that dancing. Yeah. Yeah, and I have an Instagram account where I post all of my like Oxbow and all of my flow art stuff. And you guys can follow me on there if you want to see that stuff. It's my passion. It's my passion project. I love flow arts. I could talk about it for hours and hours and hours, and sometimes I do. Sometimes I get started on it and I just keep going. I'm gonna insert an ad, by the way. That'll probably be the last one. I feel like I don't know how many times I have to click the button to make it do things, but I know this is off topic, but like write or call your senators to fight against the trans kid healthcare ban. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a national trans youth healthcare ban that passed the House. Make sure you're writing your senators about that so that they understand that that is not an acceptable thing to sign on to. I'm really worried that some moderate Democrats are going to help push that through. That's cool. Well, I'll have to be sure to let others know about you. Well, yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Winter Sorrow, thank you. That would mean a lot to me. If you're going to do some more news topics about the 2026 House election, I'm sure Kat will come up at least a couple times. She's running an insurgent community focused campaign here. Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know what my content's gonna look like. I like mostly probably gonna do news and politics. I'm having a little bit of a weird thing about it. Like I love talking about news and politics on stream, and I think I want to make videos about it. I just I don't know. I don't know how to say this. I feel like Majority Report, like Kyle Kalinske, like Secular Talk, Humanist Report, like all these people are doing such an incredible job covering the news and politics. Like I feel like I need to take a yeah. Like I need to like I don't know how to like be as good as they are, but maybe I can just do something slightly different than what they do. Find my lane. Yeah, like maybe I can just do more commentary, less like reporting, like yeah. Um Friends in 2025, what planet are you living on? Please don't mind my fishishness. Cats jumping on my chest or not. Planet piss. That's funny. Amber, thank you so much for the $5. You really did not need to do that. Some of the bisexual mood lighting. Yeah, do you mean just like background lighting? I know I need to do that. I've needed to do that for like a long time, and I've just really, really not done it. There's like a place near where I live that does like signs and like LED stuff. And I might try to see if they can do like a little custom setup for my stream stuff. Strip lights that change colors. Yeah. I'll figure something out. I do have plans to like make my streaming setup like a lot better and a lot less like dark and stuff. Kyle, if good for general news, but given his schedule, I can't cover a lot of trans news, even though he tries. It could be a lane. Yeah, well, I do that. I definitely cover like trans news. Like that's definitely something that I've made a point to cover on my channel before. But like it's more like Um, like I just, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, thanks for joining the Discord. Yay. More Discord people. Happy to see you there. See you later, Dan. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Love it. Thanks for being here. The wind in Ohio is so cold. Yeah, yeah. No, it's really bad. Like today is really bad too. The cold front coming through. Really brutal. You are good at talking with people, cover the headlines, and ask people to talk with you about how that makes them feel. The others cover the facts, but not the emotions. That's a really good point. You know, I really enjoy doing interviews, and the few interviews that I've done on my channel with like Marcy and and a few others like the Trans Unity Coalition people, everyone. Like that's all really been gratifying. Like I really feel like giving a voice to other people are great. Your League of Legends friends are pinging you. Glad you're okay. Yeah, I'll see you later, Jamie. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. I almost died from the cold when I was pumping gas today. What did Servalo said something earlier? A YouTube video on the basics of your Oxbow, like basics people need to know. That would be a cool feature length video on YouTube. I would totally watch. So I love the idea of doing that. I was thinking about doing that, but it would have to be like a second channel. Like, you know how like Luxaria has like her main channel where Luxaria goes over like she covers like TV, she does like TV shows, reaction content, like reaction to TikTok content. You know what I mean? But then Luxaria has like her second channel, which is like her travel photography, like tech channel, right? I'm gonna have to do that. Like I'm gonna have to have a second channel that's all flow art stuff, and then my primary channel that's news and politics. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. I feel like that would be really helpful to like have two different channels going at the same time so that I can first of all make content about things that I'm passionate about, like flow arts alongside of politics. But also so that like, you know, if I could get a couple of you interested in flow arts, that would actually mean a lot to me. Like if I could get a few of you to want to spin props and like be interested in it, then like that would be a huge W for me because like I want the flow arts community to grow. It's very trans inclusive, and it's like it's just a great hobby. Like if you don't have a really good hobby, like if you don't have something like that, then like it's definitely something that will grab you and like get you interested and involved, and like you can travel, you can go to festivals. Like if one of you got involved with flow arts and went to a festival, a flow arts festival, like you could meet me in real in real life, um, at a flow festival. Anyway, not that you should do that necessarily. Like I don't want you to join flow arts just to meet me. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like, you know, I would watch it because I have absolutely no clue what it is. If you go to my Instagram, you'll get a general idea of what flow arts is. Um, you can see like stuff that I do on my Instagram. Politics is always important, especially now, but you can't not have the hobbies and fun stuff too. Exactly. I like making dyes and paints. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Grace is a flow artist. Uh, Carol has to go. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much for the $10. Thank you for being here. You always contribute, and I always really appreciate you and your support, your kind words also. So thank you, and I hope that you have a great one. Hope to see you next time. Flow arts, what is that? Never heard of flow arts, but I'm interested to know, or interested now. Have to touch grass and pay big grass. I don't have any social media, unfortunately. That's okay. I mean, you can look it up on Instagram or like on a browser, or you can. There's some stuff on YouTube about it, but it's actually like not very commonly a YouTube thing. So like flow arts is like it's otherwise known as prop manipulation. It's like a circus sideshow performance art, and it's mostly like fire spinning is like a thing that we do. Uh, yeah. So like poi, juggling, is often considered a flow art, although it's not necessarily exclusively a flow art. Like a lot of jugglers are flow artists, but not a lot of flow artists are jugglers. Definitely need to get back out to the flow arts festivals, show off adaptive flow props. Friend of mine made a fire cane, so even on bad days, I can have a way to dance. Oh, nice. You get it, you think? Yeah, it's like it's kind of like dance, but if you have like a thing that you're dancing with, like a prop, it's kind of what it's like. Um yeah, and I do a couple different props that I'm super into, like rope dart, um poi, juggle, oxbow, fans. I do a number of different things. I post about it on my Instagram. But yeah, I would love to make YouTube content about it because there's not enough YouTube content. And like live performance, yeah, yeah. I have done live performances before, and yeah, hula hoops are a flow prop. Not every hula hooper is a flow artist, but hula hoops are a flow prop. As a fire arts director, it is easier to teach a dance how to or easier to teach a dancer how to spin fire than it is to teach a fire spinner how to dance. I'm all about footwork. I highly recommend Leah's flow videos. Smooth. Oh, thank you. I know a dude that would juggle while snowboarding, skateboarding. He would hit jumps. He was just really talented, but he got injured. Oh, that's really sad. I've never been to a festival of any kind before, so that'd be a first for me. Hopefully one day I can get into a better living situation. Yeah, flow arts festivals are the only festivals I go to. I don't go to music festivals, and I don't really go to regional burns, like Burning Man regional burns. But yeah, I go to flow festivals. I love it. I love it so much. It's such a beautiful community, extremely trans inclusive, and they're lovely. Have I ever done contact juggling before? I've played with it a little bit. I do other contact props, like I do like contact staff and stuff, but I don't really do contact juggling. I do like 3-ball as far as juggling goes. I saw some interesting ideas for props and even costume designs. I'm heavily inspired by Central and South American culture in terms of the stuff I want to make. I still have over 10K worth of silk that I need to figure out what to do with. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of room, like flow artist community. There's a lot of room for like people that want to be like prop designers or costume designers. Like there's a lot of room for that in the community. People love that stuff. So definitely something to think about for sure. For sure. But yeah, I would love to get more people involved with it. And I would love to uh you know. Oh hey, my YouTube thing like froze. Firefox crashed like so many times. Hold on. Usually prefer music stage designs though. You make props for that convention for Burning Man, you mean? On my way out, hope you have a lovely day. Thank you, Clockwork Norse. Thank you. Hope you have a great one. Oh my gosh, my freaking YouTube is like hold on. I don't know how like the stream still keeps going even though my YouTube studio like crashed. And it's literally like not, it won't let me. There we are. Jeez. What a pain in the butt. What a pain in the butt. Especially costumes that pair with instruments, the vibe must be perfect. Pun intended. That's funny. That's very funny. Yeah, I do Oxbow, which is a really fun prop. I've been obsessed with it lately. I plan on teaching it this next year, like traveling, teaching. Probably not performing yet, but eventually I would like to get to the point where I feel comfortable or confident performing with Oxbow. It's definitely a goal of mine. Definitely for sure a goal of mine. This is completely random, but does anyone here watch like Vsauce or like is anyone like a fan of Vsauce here? Because there's this new channel called The Rest is Science, and it's run by Michael from Vsauce and this lady who I think her name is Hannah, and she is, oh, it's amazing. It's such a good, like, chill, like, it's basically just like a podcast about science stuff, and it's so good. If you love Vsauce, then you need to watch The Rest is Science. Hannah Fry, yes, they're both. It's funny, it's entertaining, it's informative, it's really good. It's goated with the sauce. He's goated with the Vsauce. Vsauce is your second favorite ball guy. I love Vsauce. I love Vsauce so much. Yeah, The Rest is Science. It's called The Rest is Science. I really recommend. They have a lot. They've been putting out content super often. There we go. I typed it out for you. All kinds of random stuff. DMX, Art Network. Oh, that's cool. Glad to see you on. Thank you, Allison. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And I'm glad to be here. It's been a really nice, really nice thing. The Minefield series was great. Yes, yeah, Minefield was really good. I was almost sad at how short it was. It was like 2 seasons. Like that was it. I really liked Minefield. I love Vsauce. I've watched every single Vsauce video. So good. So good. So good. Yeah, Allison, thank you so much. So, yeah. This has been a lovely stream. 3 seasons. Oh, okay. Usually just listen to Star Talk. Need more science stuff. Yeah, The Rest is Science is a really good one. I hope she starts making content again soon, but like Physics Girl is another science channel that I really like, but she got like long-term COVID and she's been really struggling with it. So I don't know if she's making content yet, but she was like on the road of to recovery. I'm surprised that I have made it almost to the end of 2025. Yeah, it's been a wild year so far, and honestly, like congrats to everybody for making it. Next year is going to be pretty tough, I'm sure, but you know, we got to get through it. Oh boy. Oh, I'm getting really hungry. And I think what I'm going to do, cuz like I'm going to be streaming like 3 days a week. I'm going to try to limit my stream time to like 3-4 hours. That way I don't overdo it. Like if I do a really long stream, it's going to make it like it's going to take time away from, you know, like it'll make it hard for me to stream frequently. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday. And I will have another stream then. And yeah, and we will do stream segments then. So if you want to be a part of the conversation in a video, you know, feel free to hop in while I'm recording the video. I'll probably put chat up on the screen because like in a video segment you won't see the chat box, so like I'll need to have chat on screen. So you could be a part of, you could be in a video, you could be in a YouTube video. Woo. Yeah, but I'll be back Wednesday. I'll also be streaming on Twitch on Wednesday. I had like a little bit of an issue with Restream tonight, but I should be able to next time have Twitch and YouTube going at the same time. Yeah, so thank you all for being here. I'm going to hit the add button one more time before I end stream. Thank you all so much. Much love. I hope you all stay well out there. Be safe during the New Year's and your celebrations, whatever you're doing, just please be safe. And I will see you all soon. I'll see you. Wait, is Wednesday the 1st? Hold on. No, Wednesday's the 31st. I will see you all on New Year's Eve. Okay? So peace out, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for an amazing stream. I'm so happy to be back. I'm honestly really excited about the future, even though I'm scared. I'm really excited. So thank you, and thank you all so much for the support too. Like I really appreciate the super chats and everything. That really means a lot. Like I said, I'm going to be relying on this income a lot more, unfortunately. So yeah, super appreciate it. Love y'all. I'll see you next time. And remember, drink some water. Drink it. Drink that water.